it actually
There we
go
go.
live to all the people. So we're officially live. Let me find the links. If anybody comments, I'm gonna leave you guys to it. If on your StreamYards, if you've never done it, to the right column there it says comments. So if you want to click
Yep.
the
You go
comments,
private or the open comments is everybody.
yeah. So let me
So
wait for our.
have you ever made it to Maggie Valley yet from for Hillbilly Jam?
I have not made it to Maggie
You got to
Valley
try
yet,
and
and
make it. I mean, I know it's a
that's
long trip for you, but boy, it's
it
a
is.
blast.
There's a few of them I want to get to,
Yeah,
and we'll see if time off work or whatnot allows for it. But yeah, farm to bottle looks
farm to
real
bottle's a
interesting to
blast.
me. I want to go down there and you know see Rigsby and Matt Brown go at each other there a
Yeah,
little
that's gonna
bit.
be a good one. Trying to get somebody to fight me in a wheelchair. I can't find anybody.
Yeah, we need some wheelchair warriors, man. Where they
I
at?
was more along the lines, if we're gonna have a showdown, let's cook some ribs up or something. That's more
Yeah,
my style. Too old for fighting.
last year they did. Sean Peterman and Roy Carruthers did a wild boar, brisket. I mean, it was there's everything
Oh
down there to
yeah.
eat. Yeah, be like a big king over there. And
Well,
it's a really farm to bottle is a real good festival. A lot of
no,
music.
Maggie Valley and Farm to Bottle are on my list of things I definitely want to get
Yeah.
to here sometime. So hopefully everything allows that to happen and make our way down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. We got one that's local for us for Santa and I. It's Beattyville, and then that's the Bourbon and Moonshine Festival. And then I'm doing Ohio and Maggie this year. I can't do a bunch of them this year or
Yeah,
this
Donnie,
year.
Donnie Benton and Teresa do that one.
Yeah,
Heck, I'd
they're
go to
they're
all of them if I could, but then I'd just be a big
yeah
drunk mess all the time.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's kind of like doing 3 podcasts a week. Yeah, just stay half lit all the time.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, could be worse.
All right.
Kind of like doing 3 podcasts a week. Yeah. All right, so
Um,
I've got it all spread out to all the groups.
my wife works weekends, so it's hard to get away. And
Yeah,
I'm in
that
a
makes it real
wheelchair, so
tough.
it's just easier to have her with me. But
What's going on, Gordon? Scott, Mikey? What's going on? Chewbacca? Apple Rye. What's up, brother?
what's up, all right?
What's going on, South Carolina Moonshine?
How's it going, fellas?
Cherokee. That's cool. Saw Becky Ramey. I was just talking about her today.
Well, shall we do our normal opening?
Yeah.
You got something to drink right there?
No, I've got to get something to drink. Y'all go ahead
Go
and
ahead, you catch
entertain
up.
and say howdy. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm slacking a little bit here. Let me go get me some of that peach or something. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've never been to Iowa. I'd like to go out there and hunt one just for one season. And
No, that's the one thing we do have. We got some pretty good deer hunting.
yeah,
Spent a lot of time doing
Oklahoma's
that. What's
Oklahoma's
that?
another place I'd like to hunt. They got
Yep.
big bucks out there.
Kansas. Shoot, even Ohio, Indiana, Illinois,
Ohio, yeah,
they
Ohio's
all got
monster.
nice deer.
But
We went
it's
down to
just
Georgia down there earlier this year. We seen a couple on the side of the road, and uh, they look like dogs compared to what we see up here. They're just little itty bitty things with big old
yeah.
racks on them. It's like, yeah, a little malnutrition down there.
I got a 8 point this year. He dressed out about 160.
Nice.
He was a big body. The only reason I took him, I wanted to go bigger than an 8 pointer, but he's got bad genetics. His one antler, his main beam went way up higher, and the other one was lower. So I had to get him. I've got a lot of bad genetics on this mountain.
Yeah.
Out of
You don't see
inbreeding.
too
So
much of that here. They're usually pretty decent deer. So kind of spoiled in that department. If I ever move south, that's going to be one thing that I'm going to have to keep coming home for deer season. I realized that pretty quick.
yeah, I gave up rifle hunting. I strictly crossbow hunt now. A little more challenging and
Yep. Most of mine's bow hunting. We do go out for shotgun season, but
yeah.
You just sit in the blind for that and pick and choose what you want, and it's kind of too easy. Where
That's
I
all I
like
ever done
sitting.
was crossbow hunt. I've only I mean, I've got a beautiful hot 6, and I've only used it 3 times in the last 5 years.
There he is.
But I can't
I'm drinking
get up
peach as
in a
well.
tree stand anymore. So, but all right. So we got
let's
Justin in here. What's your last name?
Meredith.
Meredith. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was your girlfriend's name or your last name.
Yeah. Yep.
You never know. You know, I've got a lot of friends that wives don't trust them very much. It's
You
like,
get the old I did something wrong dual Facebook page.
Yeah.
Pete and Mary Facebook page. It's like, all right.
Yeah, so everyone knows that you're going to be Master Distiller this coming week. And I'm looking forward to the episode. It looks like it's going to be a good, and especially with a food expert on there or food critic,
Chef Robert Irvine.
Yeah,
That was a
drill
surprise.
sergeant of chefs or something. Or,
Yeah, he's a tough one, that's for sure.
he like ex MI6 or military in England or something. I don't know. I think maybe he just acts like it. I don't know, but he's definitely a character. I've seen him on HGTV quite a bit.
Yeah, he had what did he do? Restaurant Impossible, I think.
Yeah, I think that's where I seen him or something.
Yeah, a few other shows. So
yeah, he's done a few. The rest, what was the one where they went to the grocery store and kind of like they did in Master Distiller?
Yeah,
where they
Bruiser's
kind of
episode.
Yeah, and Bruiser's episode where they go to the store and load up on certain things that they need to cook and well, I can't remember what the name of the show was, but he's been in quite a few of them. He's
So did you meet Bruiser down in down there filming? Or?
I did. Actually met him at the hotel. I was standing outside getting ready to head over to the studio there one day, and he walked out, and I said, hey, what's your name? And my name's Justin, and then after he told me who he was, then it like dawns on me that, oh, geez, it's Bruiser.
That man's got a smile on his face.
Man,
he's
a good dude.
Once you hear him talk, it's the same way. People are like, I'm not sure it was, but once you said, once you started talking, I realized it was you were who you were.
Yeah, I picked his brain a little bit. I said, "What's your advice?" So you've been here, you've done this. What's your advice? He said, "Just be yourself, man. That's all you got to do."
Yep.
He said,
"Yeah, he's saying that on the show."
He said, "Don't try to be nothing you're not, and see how it goes for you." So
did you get it? I'm sure you met Amanda.
And we got to spend time with Amanda this summer, or fall, I guess. I got lucky enough to get picked in the North Georgia raffle for the MASH class that they had down there.
Awesome.
So the moonshine gods kind of smiled down on me.
You're the one
What's
that took my seat.
Yeah, so we got to go down there with them for a couple of days and hang out with them. So that was what a blast.
Yeah,
they make you feel like family down there. Just the coolest bunch of people. We got to do some good while we were down there too. That was right after the hurricanes and stuff went through down there. So we kind of put a call out to our friends and family and stuff around here. And we put together a trailer full of supplies and stuff. Awesome. And there's no sense wasting the trip. So we took down a bunch of stuff, and North Georgia was awesome in putting that together and getting stuff out. Yeah. So we got to do a little bit of good and have a great time at the same time. So couldn't ask for better.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was terrible what they went through. We went through it 2 years ago. Eastern Kentucky got hit really bad.
What's going on, John? Mike, I'll talk to you after I guess, man. I'll start doing the questions. Say who?
John Bentz?
I know of John Bentz. I don't think we've actually talked or anything yet, but I know who John is for sure.
Firehouse Sean.
He's another one that you got to get to meet. I mean,
you bet. There's a lot of guys I want to get together with and pick brains, and that's the thing about what we do is you never stop learning. So you take a little bit of something everybody else is doing and incorporate it into your own. That's how greatness is made.
For sure. So how long you been distilling then?
About 15 years.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
I,
so
what
started quite a
got
while
you
ago.
into distilling? Are you a first generation or?
First generation, probably had some winemakers and stuff, and the family tree, years ago or whatnot. But
Right.
I just decided to buy myself a still one day and start doing it, and I guess I never got rid of the habit.
That's how I got into it. I've only been running for about 5 years now. My wife got sick of me sitting around the house, moping on board, and and she ordered me a Velver 13-gallon rig, and I modified that son of a bitch really quick, and and started running, and it started out a hobby, it became a passion, and now it's a way of
Yeah.
life.
Yep.
I mean, there's no other way to describe it.
Once you start getting into the science of it, and start diving down that rabbit hole of you start off with the easy stuff, and then you get into the more complex stuff, and it's just you can't get enough of it. It's
You
so
want to talk
addicting.
science? There's the guy
That's
to
what
talk
makes
to.
me tick, man. I love getting in the science end of it and learn about all, everything that has to do with making it what it is,
Yeah.
the whole process, it's amazing.
Yep.
I mean,
That and
I
all
ask
the
him questions
mistakes
all
along the ways that you get to laugh about later on. So
yeah. I've learned a lot off of Santa. God, so a lot, and it's just like I said, I'm basically an ignorant old transplant hillbilly. I go by the seat of my pants, and it comes out good almost every time.
Yeah, once you
can't ask
cover
for
your
better than
bases
that.
and learn the basics and fundamentals,
Oh yeah,
it's you got it down. It's just perfecting it after that, just
Yeah.
dialing everything in and it happens quicker for some people, but I mean, everybody seems to think there's one set way of doing it, and there's not. There's lots of different ways to
Yeah.
arrive at that drip, and
There's no doubt about that.
and as long as that drip tastes good, whatever you did, I guess it worked out pretty well, and
Even if it don't taste good, it might still be effective. So
right,
oh yeah.
right, that was.
I mean,
it
I'll never
get you where you're going.
I'll never forget the first batch I ran. Boy, it tasted like fucking horse's ass. I
Oh.
Yeah,
drank
mine
it.
was scorched,
I
and
got
I still
drunk.
drank it.
I tell you the story about my first run, you'll laugh your ass off. So.
Did you scorch it?
No.
I scorched
So
mine first.
it was way before Beaver, but they still had these little Chinesium pots on the old eBay store.
Yeah.
And that's probably what got me to pull the trigger, because they were fairly inexpensive, like a 5-gallon probably. And I got that thing home, and of course we're all in our probably late 20s, and throw that thing together real quick, and I got a moonshine still, we're gonna have fun with this. And we didn't have no mash or nothing to run, but we wanted to make something. So a buddy of mine run down to his place, and his mom had left a box of boxed wine in his fridge, and we all had a bunch of old beer, and we just started throwing stuff in the pot.
Yeah.
And so we start running it, and there's nothing coming out, just maybe a drip or so here every now and then. I'm like, well, we got the right temperature, the water's flowing, it's cold, I don't know what's going on. So I stopped it, and we took the top off. I had these clamps on the top of the lid, and we took that lid off, and steam just rolled out of that sucker.
Right.
And turns out I had it on backwards. So the steam was going up, it was getting cold and dropping right back down into the pot. So we switched it around, and right away things are working again. And next thing you know, we was all giggling. We couldn't stop laughing. And it turns out that room full of steam got us all pretty messed up in about 10 minutes time.
Could have
We
been
didn't
an
know what was going
explosive
on.
thing, yeah.
Hey, John Benz has a question for you. It says, what equipment do you run? Or who?
I run 50-gallon copper with
still?
what's that?
Who built the still?
Stills did on this one.
Stills?
Yeah. Yep.
Your buddy Santa.
Oh, I don't mind Steven. Steven does good work. It's just you gotta watch out for.
I know. That's why I was.
I know what you got to watch out for, that's for sure. But no, it works really well.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a few things I'd like to change on it for sure, and what I'll probably actually do is switch up to something different here altogether. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's 50-gallon unit. I got the big whiskey head on it, and all that fun stuff.
Awesome.
And infuser from North Georgia, and so it does a damn good job. I'm not really disappointed with it at all. So
I'm running a Brian Silcott build. I mean, he makes a damn good still. Just as I'm not even going to go where I was headed, but I've added on to it. I've upgraded quite a bit. It's a good running still. I mean, but I think I'm going to Bruiser next for my 40 gallon this next year.
I gotta save my pennies up, and I think I'm gonna go down and see what old Andrew can put together for me, most likely. So
if I'm on a fixed income, but if I could afford one of his stills or Tracy Baumgartner's, I'd have either one of them build me one.
Yep, you bet.
This fixed income shit sucks.
I had after my Chinesium one that I had, I only had that for probably 6 months, and I outgrew that pretty quick. Then I had a 30-gallon North Georgia, and it was still the paste cap and everything like that. So that lasted me. Geez, I ran that thing for a long time, and it was nothing but great to me. So you run one that many times, and you don't wear the bottom out of it. By golly, I'll take another one of those any day.
Yes, sir.
Now is your 50-gallon electric, or you run over gas?
I run over gas.
Do you still?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna switch over to electric on my next one, I think.
I've not done the electric plunge either, man. It's like
I'm always afraid I'd run it empty.
That or it just I can't get past that it doesn't scorch things or give it some kind of off flavor. You got the element right in contact with the mash, and it's like, how does it not taste funny? Give it some kind of off flavor, but I guess they work pretty well. I mean, I know the science behind it. It creates a little buffer all the way around it. So it doesn't actually come in contact with the actual element after it reaches a certain temperature. But yeah, it's amazing.
It's like John's
got mostly
quite a collection.
Yeah, he's got a Steven steel, a smaller Steven steel that he started with, or that he had. I don't think he started with that. We were talking about that earlier today.
I'll come run 150s. Heck yeah.
Yeah, he's got a big one now. He's 150, 170 if you run it up to the bottom of the looking glass or the portal. I like the portals that they put on them now.
Yeah, that's neat. You can watch everything going on in there.
Yeah.
Bells and whistles.
Yeah.
John Bentz. Well, you done, Santa? John Bentz just said, come on up and y'all can run his 150. It's electric.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to.
He's got a
eventually go electric.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I mean, when I seen it, my tongue got hard. They don't do that for pretty women, and that's still sexy as fuck. It really is. It's a gorgeous still. Tracy Baumgartner built his, and like I said, it's pretty.
Yeah, I think he got one from about everybody.
I was pretty impressed with the ones we run on the show there.
Kevin Mills.
They were sweet little rigs.
Those are what? Those are 20 gallons, aren't they?
Yeah, they're 20 gallon. Yep, they work damn good though.
Kevin does pretty good work.
He sure does.
I guess Jason built some for his show. Jason Wade Harrell. Man, I can't believe how quickly he threw a steel together as well as he did.
And made it look as good as he did.
Yeah.
Who did?
Jason Wade Harrell.
Oh, yeah, Jason, yeah.
Man, he put that thing together quickly and it was nice. I remember that dude from California, man. It looked like a gobstopper, man, everlasting gobstopper machine. All this.
But it worked somehow. In the end, it worked.
Yeah. After he helped him, I guess, fix it. That was a funny episode. Yeah, that was I couldn't believe that abomination of steel that he put together.
Hi, Lisa.
What's going on, Lisa?
Yeah, what I wanted to know on that one is how he got that leak to stop, or at least enough to make something that tasted decent.
Yeah, I think Jason helped him with it or something. They worked it up and got it fixed. So,
As long
I
as it
don't
works,
much
that's
remember
what
that
matters.
so much.
when you first got started running, I know you're in the middle of, the children of the corn out there, the maize. So I'm assuming that you started with grains and corn.
Yep, sure did. Probably just like about everybody else, we started with some bag of cracked corn and some sugar, and
Yeah.
we decided to see what we could make out of it. And so,
Well,
I
not
mean,
Mark
then
and Roger and Mark are the only people I know of that started on potatoes, except
It's because
maybe
I
somebody
had
that lives
taters
in
at the house.
Idaho
I
or
had yeast at the
somewhere.
house already, so I said I'm running taters. They come
I
out.
don't
I mean,
know,
it
man.
was rough, but I drank
I'm
it.
not so sure if he grew up in Michigan or Idaho. I don't know.
I like my taters. Okay.
I like them too on the plate.
Now I haven't done a white. I've never run another white tater run since, but I did a smoked sweet tater. Oh, that came
Mm,
out really good.
nice.
I was really impressed with it. Had a good, just a slight smoky taste. You that sweet tater flavor.
Hmm.
It's pretty damn good.
I don't think I'd ever thought about doing a smoked potato liquor.
Yeah.
I think I didn't know. I don't know when they started smoking grain, but after it's probably the first year I was running, I'm big into smoking foods, and I got a pellet
Absolutely,
smoker in my
same.
yard, an offset smoker outside, and I smoked 5 pounds of corn in my pellet smoker, and that had one of the best flavors I ever
Yep,
tasted.
that's
Uh,
one of my favorites is a smoked bloody butcher.
Oh
So,
yeah, yeah.
and I experimented with that a few times. I smoked it whole kernel and ran it that way, and then I ground it and then put it on the smoker, and I actually
More
got
flavor.
better flavor after it
Yeah,
was ground.
yeah.
right.
'Cause you get inside that
Yeah.
kernel.
Oh man, delicious.
Yep, yep.
So
I've
you ran the old 1-1-1 recipe: corn, 1 part corn, 1 part sugar, 1 gallon
Yep.
of water.
Easy
Yeah.
does it. Easy does it.
Yeah, that's the way I learned. I didn't have cracked corn though. I started on cornmeal. We didn't, I grew up in Eastern Kentucky, and there wasn't that you couldn't find a malted barley or anything like that around there in the 70s.
Yeah.
And bread yeast and basically sugar, bread yeast, and cornmeal. That's
Well, and when you start out too, that stuff seems so far over your head that just thinking about it will give you a brain fart.
yeah,
It's just-
scorched the shit out of it a couple times and learned about that the hard way. But yeah, back then you didn't have the internet you know, to get on Google and ask, questions and find answers. No
yeah,
distiller.org or anybody to go to. So most people either started by a lot of people used the Foxfire book back in the day. It was pretty informative, and a lot of people, it showed basic steel making and mash making and some of the basic stuff, but it was
yep,
it was enough to get you started and get
yep.
your interest perked up. And
It was we were just self-taught here,
yeah,
there was nobody else around doing it. And just off on an island, that was before Facebook was big. So there was no forums or groups
right.
like we have here to get on and learn from. So it was jump in and do it and learn and screw up a lot, and then you learn when you screw up.
Yeah, that's the best way to learn for sure, by the mistakes. So you've been going since you were in your 20s,
Yes,
early
late
20s.
20s.
Santa. Ben
Yes,
said
sir.
you're old enough that you had to crack your corn between two rocks.
Yeah,
Down on
man,
the
we used those.
riverbank.
Yeah, we
Hey
had to
John.
elbow the Indians. We borrowed their hominy holes, man. We
John, there
used
you
their
go,
old
brother.
hominy holes to crack the corn and grind it up in. That's how they got their name, hominy hole. A lot of people don't know that, but if you're if
That was
you're
a
in
good
the
one.
Indian inhabited area that had a lot of Indians back in the past, if you notice, it looks like a drip has made a perfect little concave, um, I guess, dip in a stone structure, and really that's where they used to just throw in grains and grind like a mortar and pestle. So yeah,
My
that's
wife
got a
must feel
hominy
real
hole.
sorry for me. Hell, she bought me an electric grinder, well, the big one with a big hopper. She bought me my infuser from North Georgia. I mean, the woman spoiled me. why I got
Yeah.
low. It's not even my
And
wife.
then
yet.
she said, "Where's my steel rod?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a Bruiser build a 15-gallon keg. Santa gave my wife the keg, or well, it's not even my wife yet, but we've been together 10 years.
Yeah.
Might as well be. But I'm gonna take her up there, and she can tell him what she wants, how she wants it, and he can tell her if it's gonna work or not. And
Oh,
I
it'll
mean, she
work.
just wants to run brandy. That's all she wants to run.
Hey,
Brandy and rums.
if that's
Oh,
what she likes, then let her run her.
Oh, hell
That's
yeah.
right.
Like I said, she runs more fruit than I do. I got to hook up with a local fruit stand over here. I get all their seconds and stuff, and I'll bring it home and throw it in the freezer till I got enough to do a run, or she can do a run, and she just loves running it.
Yep. If you can get
All
your
right.
hands on it cheap enough.
Yeah,
So,
it's free. Free.
when you decided to, did you, what made you decide to send in your, uh, to be on the show, and what motivated you? Did you have friends kind of pushing you and poking you, prodding you, a wife or family, or just
It was
wild hair?
I was probably a wild hair. Shared some recipes and stuff on some pages and stuff, and
Right.
got pretty good feedback on them. And I believe somebody at one point in time mentioned you gotta send something in for that. And shit, it wasn't but a day later, I think I seen Amanda Bryant had posted the casting call for it. I don't know if it was late February, early March, something like that. And I thought, well, heck, why not? We'll give it a shot. So I just fired off an email and sent it in, and so we'll see what happens with that. I didn't, so many people apply to get on that. Why
Right.
would a guy from Iowa have a chance at it?
Awesome. So how they get in touch with you? Did they send an return email? They call you,
Yeah.
or
Yeah. It started with a return email
right?
and, asking some questions or whatnot. And after that, then they said they wanted to do a phone call and, talk to them on the phone for a while. They kind of,
They
you
do
know,
the traditional Zoom meeting.
yeah, after that was the
Yeah.
Zoom meeting
Okay.
and then the background checks and, all the fun stuff like
Right.
that.
Right.
So
Right.
they got quite a process going on.
Background check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, I better not have.
That.
I know.
Yeah. There you go. That's why they
That's
call
what I
Roger
thought.
back. Yeah.
I want to apply, but I live in such a small community, and just a select few know I run liquor,
Yep, same.
and I don't need that target on my back. I mean, I don't know how bad it would be, but I had to run it with Fish and Game once already this year, so
Yeah. It'd be.
it just I don't need the
Everybody
headache. I
knows
mean,
everything there. So yeah.
I fucked up in my life bad enough, and I changed my life around. I don't want to go back to the way it was.
No, we never fuck up in our past, do we?
That 6-digit number, you'll never forget that.
Yeah. Yeah, we never mess up too bad though.
Nah. I think actually if the cops in this area, they would come over. If they ever showed up, I think it'd just be a slap on the wrist. Hey, don't run no more. Make sure I ain't selling none. And
Yeah,
just
I
keep
don't
it.
even think it'd be, yeah, they might pay you a visit and see
Right.
what's going on, and just, if it's obvious, or you got, stuff that they can see right out in the open, you know,
Well, yeah.
their hands will be tied. But as long as you're not selling, they're selling a bunch, they're making a bunch, and
Chuck
Everything
says
I
they won't
sell, I pretty
smash
much.
up your stills. Yeah,
or
yeah, they
yeah, or
might.
pissing off your competition. That's what you have to worry about as much as anything. Pissing off some competition, and they'll
What
turn your ass in.
What's really bad is like when you drive up the holler past where my still room is. I drained my pot right out my wall into the creek. Well, it don't quite make the creek, and you can smell mash all like a good way up past the back of my property. It sticks in the air,
Yeah.
especially in the summer when it's really warm and I was dumping my corn in the creek and there was no water for it. Oh Lord!
No, our deer get fed very well around here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna start dumping all my mash up on the mountain and feed the bears and whatever.
Because
Bring
my
him
wife
in, get
has
him used to
chickens
it.
too, so them chickens get to eating that corn after a while. They start running around a little bit funny too.
Yeah. They start running backwards, man. Yeah, they get a
Yeah,
little loopy.
I was told I got to move out of the room I'm in because that's where her still is going. So I'm going to go buy me a building or something and put it up out back and run all the water
So
to
you're gonna
it and
get
all
that
that.
shipping container, you know.
I know. Shy asked her about that. She says, I'm not putting no shipping container in my yard.
I said, well, then you ain't getting
No,
no
she don't even
shine
want
room.
another outbuilding out there. She says she doesn't want another outbuilding. I said, where am I supposed to run my liquor? In the garage. I said, there's no water over there.
Tell her
My
you need to
garage
build
on
a
the other
brand
side.
new shed just for your still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
that's
get
what
a
I told her.
shipping.
I'm just going to give me a building and put it out there, you know?
Yeah, I'd get me a cargo container, just build me a little roof on it. So there it is.
Hell, I could live in that. Piss her off and
You
I'll
might have
get
to.
out.
Yeah, you might have to.
I'll go out and run liquor all day then.
Yeah.
But
So once you got accepted onto the show, about how long did it take, for them to contact you? And did they just send you a plane ticket and to fly in,
So,
or?
yeah, we were, I don't know. I mean, you kind of kept in contact with them somewhat, you know. I think the Zoom meeting was probably in early April, and then they, get a hold of you about their background checks or whatnot. And then I sent them a message. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Do we know anything? And they're like, no, we'll let you know if something comes up. So sitting there on Memorial Day weekend, it was on a Sunday, and a weird number popped up on my phone. Well, shoot, I'm not going to answer that. And then I got to thinking, yeah, maybe I better. And it was them. And they said, can you be down here by Thursday? So
Yeah, yeah.
they don't give you no time.
No, it's like sit around, wait, and yeah, we'll get back to you. Can you be here tomorrow?
here's a question for you. What'd your boss think when you told him you had to be there for Master Distiller?
Oh, he was thrilled. He was like, I'd already gave him a heads up that it was a possibility, And as soon as I told him, I said, what was going on and that I needed to take the time off. He says, take as much time as you need. He said, get out of here. So that was pretty easy. It was
What do you
good
do
on
for a
his
living?
part.
What do you
What's
do
that?
for a living?
I am actually just started a new job. I'm a sales and marketing manager for a big collision repair shop and diesel
Okay.
mechanic
Cool.
shop now, but I was a like a territory sales manager for a major U.S. parts company at that time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did he know that you ran liquor before that, or?
Yeah, he knew.
Oh, so yeah.
Every once in a while you do those overnight trips. You got to take a little something to sip at the hotel.
I've done construction for 35 years, and the last boss I worked for was a church going. I mean, couldn't even cuss on the job site. And if he had found out I was making liquor, boy, I'd been fired that second. They don't need you here with them your heathen ways.
Yeah. I can't hide it now, so it doesn't matter what I do. They're gonna know.
Right. Hey, David said, "Hey, Al." Hey,
So
Al.
David. Yeah, I'm not paying attention to the comments yet. Getting into the conversation. So they said, "Can you be here Thursday?" And did you fly? Did they just
I
make
think
arrangements to fly
originally,
you?
I think they asked if I could be there on Friday,
Oh, okay.
and I said, yeah, I can do that. And I came home like a day early because we were out camping for the weekend. It was a holiday weekend. So I'm like, well, I'm going to go home. And we didn't really know what we were going to be doing, but they kind of gave us a hint on what we needed to get ready for. I said, well, shit, I need to go home and practice. So I went home on Monday instead of Tuesday, like I was planning on. And they sent emails and stuff with the plane tickets and itinerary and everything. And they had me showing up on Friday when they started filming on Friday. I said, oh shit. I said, this isn't going to work. So sent an email back and she says, I'll be right back with you. And then it turned out that they had the wrong days on there, that I had to be there Thursday. And so I kind of didn't get my practice run done, but shut everything off and started packing bags. So
all right, you'd had enough practice before.
yeah, that's right.
So when you get there, they're doing like 5 or 6 episodes at once. So you got a crowd of what, like 18, 20 people hanging
There's
around,
people
all doing
everywhere.
and doing several shows all at once. I wasn't aware that they did so many and everything at once. And I guess it works pretty well for them to do it that way. They can wrap everything up and not,
Yeah.
I guess, have so many employees just doing so few at a time, and so everybody films kind of at once, and it's a big thing.
Yeah, it was chaos. I didn't know what to think when I first walked in there. I said, wow, what is going on in here?
So everybody gets to kind of hang out after hours and go eat together. Y'all stay in the same hotel, I guess, and
Yeah, everybody was in the same hotel. They kind of changed some things up this year. So like you guys that or they talk about, hanging out at the fire pit and stuff like that.
right.
So we didn't have that option, but we had some picnic tables out front, and a few of us would sit out and shoot the shit and pass around some bottles of booze a little bit and have a
Yeah.
good time. So I wasn't about going out on the town. I didn't want to overdo myself and be all
Yeah, that'd be
hungover.
my
And
luck. Get a PI or DUI and not be able to get on the damn show.
It wasn't one of those Maggie Valley motels situations, Santa.
Yeah.
Everybody, 100 people in a parking lot drinking all kinds of illegal moonshine out. Picnic table
It's
covered.
wild. So you haven't been to many of the festivals yet, I take it.
nope, I have not been to any of them yet. We got to change that.
Yep.
Yeah, you do.
So
You definitely do.
It's a bit of a drive from Iowa.
That's all right. Oh shoot, Maggie Valley would probably be right about 12 hours.
Ain't bad.
Yeah.
No, it's not that bad.
How far are you from Ohio?
Ohio, I'm gonna say probably 7 hours, 8 hours.
Ain't too bad, really.
You just north
It's worth
of
the drive.
Missouri,
Every
kind of.
festival I've been to so far is worth the drive.
Yeah.
I'm wanting to go out to OBX Bigfoot and Moonshine Bash this year, which is out on the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Just
It might have
my
Nice.
future stepson lives out there, so we ought to give us a chance to visit with him and go to the festival. So
it's
if I
like
tell her
the
we're gonna
week
do that,
before
then
Halloween.
I get my way. Huh?
That's like a week before Halloween this year instead of on Halloween. Yeah, because
I just posted a post about it. I can't remember when the date was.
it's a week before Halloween.
Is it?
Because Arkansas is doing it on Halloween, and then they're doing it a week before that. So a lot of people that want to go to both can. We went and did the Arkansas one last year and picked up like you did, bought a trailer full of stuff for the kids and people in
victims.
North Carolina. Yeah, the flood victims, Helene flood victims. So we did quite a bit of soliciting for a lot of money and toys and heaters and sleeping bags and tents and everything that we could get. It was early on, and so we got a pretty good truckload full of stuff to take, and it was a good experience. Got to meet a lot of people down in Arkansas and
everybody, but who the fuck? What president was from Arkansas? Clinton.
oh yeah, didn't get to meet Bill and Hillary. No, didn't get to meet them. But it was a pretty good time.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to a few of them here in the next few years and getting around a little bit. I want to meet everybody and pick everybody's brains. Like I said before, there's so much knowledge out
so
there.
you're in the militia. How long you been in the militia?
Oh, I don't know. I've probably been in the militia for 6-8 months, maybe close to a year, somewhere in there.
Is that about how long ago was it that you applied for the show? About
So that would have been March
last year.
Yeah, last year. I think I was in the militia a little bit before that.
Cool. Yeah,
I think I've seen
I
you
couldn't
comment.
remember seeing your name joining, and I'm like, either he just real recently joined or he's been here a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been around a little bit.
That's good.
Are you into on my page, the Copper Still Outlaws?
Yep, I'm on yours. I'm quite a few of them. I like to, always looking for information or people that are just starting out, if I can help them learn a little bit, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Passing some knowledge on and keeping people going.
And
that's me.
There's newbies trying to give newbies information.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Information and that's what I like about all these groups. That I mean, I ask a lot of questions, and I always will.
Yeah.
I'm more of a trial and error. But when it comes to safety, I want to make sure I'm doing this right or that right. But
Yep, that's what it's all about, is kind of passing that information on. Like I said earlier, when I started, I didn't have anything like that. So,
yeah,
you see people that have the opportunity, it gives them, light years of a jump start on everything. They don't have to do it for 15 years to make something decent.
right,
Right.
right.
And after they do it once, they're pro, man. They're ready to start handing out advice, and they're ready for master distiller, and they're ready to take on the world, man. They made that one mash, and they turns out good. Don't need any more of your help. Okay.
We know quite a few.
Right.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Every
We'll
group,
just say
every
that.
group's that way.
Another cool thing about all these groups and stuff is you talk to everybody back and forth for a year long. And then like I said, the biggest festival is Hillbilly Jam. So everybody goes down to Hillbilly Jam, you get to meet them, face to face.
Yep.
Yeah, I met, I couldn't even tell you how many people I talked to, and turned out to be great friends, brothers.
Yeah.
Well, even
That's
like being
family,
on here, you meet people face to face. It adds a lot to it.
That's what I love about our
put
community.
a face with a name,
Is
and it
everybody
helps
is genuinely, 99%, family. It's, you ask a question, usually it's a good, honest answer to the best of somebody's abilities. People
right.
look out for one another, and go somewhere else and try to find a hobby where people are as genuine to each other as we are. So
yes,
we're kind of blessed with that.
No, yeah, it's not very common.
Hey, Brian, how you doing, Brian? Brian's another good cat. The LPR shine.
Oh yeah.
I met him this
Mr.
past
K.
summer down in Maggie Valley.
Yeah.
I mean, it's if you can make one of them, one festival, Maggie Valley would be the one to go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I think so too.
You'll be addicted from there on.
I have an addictive personality, so I'll be there for life at that point.
Yeah, and it's beautiful down there, dude. Them mountains there are gorgeous.
Yeah,
the whole town is just beautiful.
Yeah.
If I could afford to buy a house there, I'd live there 20 year round, 12 months around. But
I don't know, man. They're a little lacking on entertainment. There's a lot to do there. Everything, the whole damn town shuts down at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I mean, you can't get order.
Hell, I'm in bed by 8.
That's what it's
perfect for you old men like you.
I'm in bed by 8.
For a while, like me, man, it's like enough.
On the farm to bottle, they had the Moonshine Bandits there. I was like, geez, man, I'd love to go see that. So
Texas Hippie Coalition.
Yeah. They had some entertainment.
That's the only reason my old lady wanted to go, was she wanted to see Texas Hippie Coalition. She'd never been to a concert in her life.
They were good.
I'll take you there. Got an Airbnb. It was right across the road from the fairground, and it was just a great time.
Good luck, Colton.
Colton's in his second batch. Good luck, brother.
What?
And let's see, I think.
Good luck, brother. Any questions, just holler.
Mike Filburn ran the sprouted rye. He's asking me about, should he sprout the rye? And I was like, hell yeah, that's good. So he malted his rye, and it turned out a bit bitter.
Put it on wood.
Yeah.
Yep.
Put it in some wood. It'll help correct that. Or you can run it again if you're not happy with it. That's the beauty about this.
Yeah, but
as long as
you
you
lose
don't
all your
scorch it,
flavor.
you can run her again. Get you another mash going, and put it in there and mix it with it, and run it again.
Not in the mash barrel.
No. Right when you're getting ready to run. Yeah, you don't
put it in your pot.
Yeast. Yeah.
But temper it down you wouldn't have to temper it down if it's going in that.
Not if you mix it with the mash. Yeah. But yeah, that's the beauty of it. If you don't ruin it, you can always run it again.
Hell, I'd put that on a cherry wood. That'd be really good on cherry wood.
That's absolutely. I got some strawberry brandy I did on cherry wood, and my Lord, it turned out good.
I think what happens is when you sprout it, those little legs, the roots that grow out of it, and when you dry it out, if I'm correct, you didn't dry it, and I wasn't thinking about it, but those little sprouts, those little roots, tend to get
Okay.
very bitter, which is why a lot of times when they malt barley and rye and wheat, they'll let it get good and dry, and then they'll screen it and blow it, and they get those little
The little legs
legs,
off.
pellicles, or what do they call those? I don't know, something. That's the little
Oh,
root that comes out. I can't think of the technical name for it. I'm starting to lose it, getting old and forgetting everything. But yeah, I think that's why they kind of cage that and fan dry it and stuff to loosen those little shoots off. And I'd say that's probably what's giving you some bitter notes. I wasn't thinking about that.
I would say that's what it is, them little sprouts.
It is. It for sure is. That's like doing a banana. You know, you want to get those little
Those
strings
little
out of there.
strings. Yeah.
Yeah, get all that. But yeah, I wasn't thinking about that at all when you were talking about it when it just run it wet. Yep. You definitely want to get those off anytime you malt. So there's a lesson learned, won't be forgotten.
Yeah.
Let's see what else is going on here.
evening, Fredo.
Yeah, Alfredo in the house.
Jeremy, how are you?
Jeremy, brother, how you doing?
What's going on, Mr. Stewart?
Hey, Jeremy, give me a call tomorrow if you can, or text me or something.
Man, that was pretty good. Yeah.
3
Wanted to
hours
see
away.
where you could, where you were talking about getting those flasks at. Because I talked to John about engraving them, and I need to get a couple for him to try it.
Yeah, let's see what other questions we got here, if we got any. Hoping some people have some questions for you, but I don't know if you'll be able to answer them or not, Justin. So there's only so many things we can't talk about mash bills, and we can talk about the chef.
Yeah, if you're a fan of barbecue, just make sure you watch on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well, you know I'm gonna.
Yeah, when you have a chef judge, I think you kind of know what's coming. So
yeah.
let your mind run wild and free, and think of the
Think of the
weirdest thing you
wildest outcome.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely gonna have to get you back on here after the show,
Yeah,
because that's when you'll be able to talk. You know,
yeah.
you kind of have to be reserved now, and you can't say too much. And
I wanted
so
to bring you on tonight so you get your story out there and everybody gets
Yeah.
to know who you are.
I
But they
appreciate
watch this
that.
show,
yeah,
it's like
so
they already
everybody
know you.
knows and put a, it's, oh, he's from the militia. He's with us. He's one of us. Awesome.
Yeah. Yep. No, it was pretty wild. I think they from what I've seen, while I was around, and Panhead's episode last week.
Yeah.
And they're upping the challenges up a little bit this year.
Oh yeah.
They're getting a little harder on us.
that prison mash one, that was I never
Man.
would have saw that coming.
Yeah.
Like I've thought about doing a handicap episode where I need a still hand, and like I got a buddy Bam Bam, hell of a moonshiner. He's in a chair, so he'd need a still hand. There's no way we can get to the still shed to get parts, and there's a lot we couldn't do. But I just, like I said, it's that target in my back.
They threw some stuff at us, and I guess one of the biggest parts of it is, boy, you get underneath them hot lights and you're nervous and your head spinning around, and you just go stupid. All logical thinking goes out the door.
What makes people get on the show and try something they've never tried before? It's like,
and then
going way out. I can understand if they're doing a fermentation that you've never tried, but they're doing something that's right in your tool shed, right down your alley, and you decide to go off on a tangent and try something you've never tried. It's like, wow.
And then you throw taste testing this stuff into the mix all day long, and
yeah.
Thanks, Chuck. Yeah, that's they upped the ante on things a little bit, and there's some I know there's some other ones that are coming down the pipeline. It's just, I
Now,
feel sorry for them.
So do
have
y'all
you
get to
heard?
watch the other ones as they're filming?
No, we don't get to watch nothing. They kind of, once you're done with your part, they send you off into a far corner of the building where you can't see nothing. And,
You get to sit there and
but
drink.
yeah, well, no, not really.
Damn it! I don't want to do it now.
You gotta wait till you
nobody
get to the
talks
hotel
much
for
about
that.
it, you know, at
Oh.
the hotel or anything either. Everybody's kind of tight-lipped, afraid, you know, because if you say something, you get caught. You might not get on the show, you know.
That's right.
Just because they film it doesn't mean they're gonna, you know, show it. So
Have you heard why or if they're gonna ever or put Master Distiller back on TV?
As far as the upcoming season after this,
Like these seasons, they didn't have it on last season either. Like Master Distiller, why they don't show it? There, you can't go back and watch last season's, or you can't watch every
oh,
season.
I
be
have
COVID, I
YouTube
don't know.
TV and I can go on and watch it. I think, shoot, my wife and I have been watching it here the last couple of months. Just, I think we've watched
Well,
every
yeah.
episode.
Well, no, I know you can watch it like if you like when you're on Wednesday, I can watch it. But if I want to go back and watch it again, it's not there.
Oh,
Yeah, you might have to have Plus and be able to do it online, and then you can see every season, every
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it
episode.
would still be on Discovery, you think?
Right, but
but-
Discovery displays what they're going to show it at a given
yeah.
time.
I'm just
Yeah.
wondering. 'Cause I heard
Online,
that
you can choose from a list of stuff.
somebody
so you have to
somebody
have
had
the
told me
Plus.
that Disney had bought Discovery out,
Yeah.
and maybe they just didn't want that, Master Distiller on Discovery with Disney being a part
No,
of it.
it's on there. You just have to be a Plus member and get it online, and you can find it. But I mean, it's not like a video on demand that you can
I
just.
think
do
you
on-
can go
Yeah.
on just regular YouTube too, and
Yeah.
they might be chopped up a little bit, but I think it's like a condensed version of the shows.
And Jeremy Stewart said they just don't stream it on Discovery anymore. So, and hey, Jim Parker, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, you have to go watch it. You know, prior episodes. I guess you have to have the Plus and just log
Yeah.
on the PC and look at all the prior seasons and do it that way.
I'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
So, what do you like to do other than make moonshine and hunt?
Man, anything outdoors,
Anything, yeah.
camping, hunting, fishing. We big old side by sides. We got all jacked up with big mud
I don't wanna
tires
hear
on
it.
them. You know, we
I
go
don't
rip
wanna hear
around.
I
Hang out
have
with
a
the
Razor
family. You know, you
1000.
can't beat the family time either. So,
I bought a 1000 Razor, drove 300 some miles, blew the motor. First, I disintegrated the clutch. So I put a $600 racing clutch, new belt. drove it a week, and the motor locked up.
yeah.
$5,000 of another motor rebuilt. Didn't even run it the rest of that season. Took it up in the mountain, threw another rod. That fucking Razors just ain't worth it.
That's after driving down the road at 100 mile an hour.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
on
right.
the road, yeah, I got up about 60, 65,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the trails, I was bathing it that day. So I went
Nope,
back to I went back to a 4-wheeler.
They made them all road legal here, so we
did
can
they?
ride county roads and stuff. So a lot of the towns put together like benefit rides, where you go on people's property and ride, where on a big trail ride, and then they take donations and we help out like food banks, cancer causes, help out families with stuff like that. So it's a really neat thing they got going on with all that. And you can do that pretty much every weekend if you want to.
They do something like that around here. There's a couple trails you can ride, and like over in West Virginia, they got it's called the Hatfield McCoy.
Yeah, Hatfield and McCoy. Yep.
Oh my God.
We have Ride Royal Blue down there.
Yeah.
All kinds of good parks down there.
I ended up picking up a 22 Honda Rubicon 520. I'm thinking about trading it in on a T-Rex. I need a utility one anyways. I don't need that fucking 1,000cc motor. I'm too fucking stupid when I'm on that
Not on a
liquor.
4-wheeler, yeah.
Related to the Hatfields. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm related to the McCoys.
Yeah, exactly. See, I'm related to the Hatfield somewhere. My sister out in Texas found that out. I'm like, what? I don't know. I don't know what part of it. And
All right, Patrick. Red corn generally gives you an oily, earthy flavor. Blue is a little bit more sweet. What I pick up from them. What you
I just had
guys
a
think?
I just had a conversation with John Betts about red, white, and blue. He does, and he says he uses the Jimmy Red. Where I did the red, white, and blue, and it come out so earthy. It was like drinking dirt to me. I thought I did something wrong.
Buddy Butcher.
Yeah, it's the Bloody Butcher. I think it's a real earthy, and then the blue hoppy. White corn's great. I mean that Hickory
Yeah.
King White, that still or that
Bloody
mash
Butcher's
kit
got
they
so
send
much
you.
oil in it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
oily.
and that was like the second year ever that I started running liquor. I tried that, and I was just real disappointed. That mash kit that the wife bought me was expensive.
Yeah.
Especially,
Yeah.
she got it from North Georgia. And I was like, man, it's just, I couldn't
So is
get over
that
the
vent,
taste.
or did I got to buy some of them now?
Oh
Huh?
yeah.
Yeah, I got to try some of Ventners
Oh no,
for infusing.
you ain't talking about for that watermelon, are you?
Yeah, I might. Vince and I were talking about that today.
So was I. I talked to him last night about it. We're up
Yes,
at Farm
Richard.
to
This
Bottle.
is
We're
this is the
we're
next
doing
episode coming up Tuesday, brother.
up to Farm to Bottle. We're doing a contest between a bunch of us. It's got to be a clear, non post flavored liquor, straight out of the worm. You use whatever you want
Watermelon
to mash
brandy.
in.
Well, watermelon is the flavor, so you can't post flavor. So might be a good idea to start with some watermelon and infuse with some watermelon, because without that you ain't gonna finish with no watermelon.
Right. So I've been working in my mind what I'm going to use, and as soon as I heal up from surgery, I'm gonna start practicing on a couple of different recipes and a couple of mash out bills. I won last year. We did a peach, and I took first place for that. So I got to redeem myself. Go back to back.
He's
Back
gotta
to
bring
back
that up every
champion.
damn episode. I swear to God.
Huh?
I'm glad you won that. He brings it up every episode that he won it.
Well, I'm pretty fucking proud.
Yeah, he should be.
That's almost like winning Master Distiller to me.
Yeah, darn right.
I mean, I do got a trophy for it.
Yeah,
Bragging
yeah,
rights, remember?
yeah. All right, we got a big question here. Bam. Another question. The first still I made, which is long gone by now because it's been a while when I made it. I sweated it like a set of copper pipes.
Yeah.
Is that how you would have done it? And you're okay with that system? Because I've seen some people go to the trouble of making this stainless steel nonsense when I run some of the cleanest shine without a thumper. And I mean, some of the cleanest, enough to make me want to get rid of, you know, of, um, you know, as far as boilers wise, you know, they're finding really, copper does have benefits for sure. It's not for everybody. It's expensive, and then you've got the maintenance of it. But on the plus side, you got some pretty even heating distribution, and it helps you remove the copper sulfides or the sulfur sulfides, and but
Well, shot.
keeping it clean. They found that you can use stainless boilers and it'll
What's
do a
this, man?
pretty good
It's
job
over
of
here.
removing a lot of the sulfides when you use like a copper mesh, in the vapor path. So that works pretty well as well. But it's just mostly what you can afford.
That's pretty
Most
good.
people when they start out in the hobby, they can't afford to chuck down $1,000 or $2 or $3
Gunner
for
whining about.
a big
Oh, there
copper
was.
rig.
Yeah,
And
Crystal's out there
and when
sleeping
they
and she's whining.
do finally decide to chuck down the money, they don't they want to be well into the hobby before they do that, because they may not like it and they don't want to waste that kind of money. So there are some benefits to running copper. And but I wouldn't necessarily recommend somebody just getting started out, start out with a big copper rig and
Come on, girl.
because it is expensive.
And start out small too, so you
Yeah.
can learn how to make your cuts and stuff. You'll
Right.
learn a lot by starting on a smaller
Sure.
still.
Come here.
But yeah, it's a learning process. And yeah, it's hard to make a stainless, steel. It's unless you got a welder and pretty good with sheet metal. Copper's a lot easier to work with, a lot more malleable, and it's you can solder it together a lot easier than you can weld. So, uh, but yeah, I mean, if you can start out building your own copper steel, that's definitely the way to go for sure. You get a lot of pride in building it, and so I'm trying to go through here and all right. Someone said stupid question. I didn't think there was such a thing. When I make a second distillation run, do I need to throw out the heads, or
Yep.
was that problem dealt with the first? Well, if you did it the first time, um, you know, you're still going to have them the second time because you get heads throughout your whole run. So even though you get a higher percentage early on, especially brandies and stuff. If you have like sugar shines and stuff, you don't get quite as much or as many. But yeah, if you're going to strip, a lot of people don't collect. Separate they'll throw out the fours and maybe some high heads, but from that on down, they just strip it all off, and then they'll make their cuts on the second run. So that's generally the best way to do it.
Lay down.
That's the way I do it.
Lay down.
Yep. Well, they're so popcorn.
I've heard different opinions on that. I mean,
yeah, there's a lot of varying opinions on that. There's no such thing as the best ever. There's a lot of opinion. If there's a best ever, there'd be a best ever jar in the liquor store, and that's all they'd sell is that one jar. But everybody has different tastes and everybody has different likes. So as far as the best, there's no best bourbon, there's no best whiskey, there's no best vodka. There's just what you like better, what I might like better, and what Roger might like better, and what Justin might. Everybody has a different opinion, or else it'd be pretty easy to pick out what you want to drink.
Okay.
It'd only be a bottle of it.
Now, who would you say has got the worst tasting store-bought legal moonshine?
Man,
I'm gonna make
There's
that a
been
poll
some
on my
bad
page.
stuff.
huh?
I'm gonna make that a poll on my page.
That's a tough one.
Yeah,
There's some bad stuff out there running around.
Yeah, there is.
And he's a popular guy. I mean, he's on Moonshiners.
Who?
The one I think's the worst,
Oh,
Tim Smith. His liquor sucks. I'm sorry.
Climax.
Yeah,
I've had some stuff that was 10 times worse than that, probably.
Yeah, I think that Georgia Moon is pretty bad. It's not all that good. That Georgia Moon, it's not good either.
Up in Beattyville, Santa and I were doing they had bourbon tasting and moonshine. And we must, I don't know, we got pretty drunk going through them back and forth. And
Got hammered.
we're grilling these master distillers, as they call themselves. And what that one guy say, and you're like, what?
I can't remember. I was getting hammered, but they had like 5 different bottles out there, and they'd give you a little shot, a sample of each, and we'd do the 5 shots. We're like, I don't know if it's between 1 and 5. Let me try another one of 1. So there was about like 5 or 6 of them that were out there. So they were each doling out about 3 or 4 or 5 shots each. So by the time we hit 6 of them at 4 or 5 shots each, we had about 30 shots, within about a half hour, 45 minutes time.
That's the one thing I like. That's the thing about that festival is we can walk around, drinking out straight out of a mason jar. Legal liquor. The cops are there. They just walk by and don't even pay attention.
No, they
There are
don't.
people out there smoking weed. You can smell it all the way up on the street. They just kept walking by, looking away.
That's
Back to the distillers. How big of a distiller that one guy say he runs?
30 gallon.
30 gallon. He's a distiller, or that's what his bottle.
Yeah. He
Man,
is legal distiller with
24
30 gallon. Man, he's
putting in the work.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
His
But
liquor
it
wasn't that
was one of the
bad. I
best
mean,
up there. It was one of the best shines we
yeah.
tasted that day.
Small batch.
Yes, sir. And it, he had it figured out. I shoot, I don't know what I did with business cards. I was going to maybe selling one of my 80s, but man, he needed some help.
You didn't go to BourbonCon up in Lexington?
Huh?
You didn't go to the BourbonCon
Nah,
up there this weekend?
nah. Is it? Nah, I don't do all that.
Huh?
Pay $50, drink,
Oh,
10
it's
shots.
$50 to get
I
in?
don't know what it is. I'm sure it's
Oh,
expensive. If it's
I was gonna
anything like a
message.
lot of these.
I was gonna message Dan Gray and tell him about it. Hey, where you at? I know you got to be there.
Yeah.
Dan Gray is the promoter for Farm to Bottle, and man, that man's a bourbon. That's all he loves.
Yeah.
He's got a bar, and how many bottles of bourbon did he say he had in there?
I don't know. He's got a bunch of different ones,
Over
man.
1,000.
Yeah, he's got a bunch.
I mean, he pans around his bar and it's just like fucking bottles everywhere. That's a big bar.
I was listening to something the other day, and he was on. They went on a big.
So what are your plans now? Or
they were going down the bourbon trail or something, and he was picking up bottles everywhere they stopped.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Dan. Yeah, didn't call me. Come Lexington didn't call me. No,
I think he was doing it for work.
Well, he was. That's what he told me. His boss told him, let's take us a road trip, and they're like, okay. He didn't realize they were going to do a tour. So the boss like, we just business today. He's like, okay. So they gotta go on a tour of all the different places he's with his boss.
Lisa
So
says.
Beans having his last hurrah on TikTok. Oh yeah.
Who is? Beans.
Beans. Yeah. All the TikTokers. It's their last day.
There was a lot of content on that about moonshine too. I mean, a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good platform on there for learning stuff, and
yeah,
I had a video portions of it. You actually see them doing stuff.
Yeah.
30 seconds at a time. It's kind of short clips. I don't know. I was told that they were going to take it out of the stores so you couldn't download, but they were going to leave it up. And so I'm like, well, I never got on there, never did it much, but I guess I better download it just in case, because I don't want to be the one, everybody's like, oh yeah, TikTok's better than it's ever been now, and I'm not able to download it. So I downloaded it and I watched a few videos and it's like, man, this is worse than Reels on Facebook.
I was watching the news today, and they said there's this one couple who's got like 1 million some followers, and they had employees a lot of working for them to help do their videos.
Oh yeah, that's common.
I mean, that's how they were making a living.
There's a lot of people making a living on that, and what I don't understand is why in the hell they're jumping off the frying pan into the fire, going from TikTok to Red Line or Red Square, whatever, Red Talk, whatever the. Another Chinese, another Chinese one. Why? Pick an American one out or something that everybody can use and go with that, man. Heck with giving China your money.
Well, Trump said he's going to talk about it and see what he can do.
Yeah.
So we'll see what goes on from there.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, but it's tough, man. I mean, I don't really understand quite how they're harming people. I mean, if they're stealing people's data but they say with the algorithms that they're brainwashing and all this, I don't know. How's that any different from what they do, on some of the ones that are here. So I don't know.
I think they just brainwashed me to drink more moonshine, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah. But it's sad for a lot of people that were, on there making a living, and maybe if all of them file for unemployment, they'll think, oh wait a minute, we didn't think this through well. It's going to cost us. I wonder if there'll
still be TikTok shop.
I'd be more upset about it if I was getting a big fat paycheck from it too. That's for sure.
There was some good stuff
Lemonade.
on there.
Yeah, I heard somebody talking about eliminate. Should have been lemonade. So eliminate. You know. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe they're eliminating TikTok.
Yeah.
Bad joke. Bad joke. So, yeah, it's sad. But hopefully everybody will get on there. I don't understand why people are on Facebook still with with so many other ones out there that don't censor everything we do and say, because we have to walk a pretty fine line on here, and we also
Well, you can't
stream to
be sending butthole
YouTube.
pics, though.
Huh?
You can't be sending butthole pics, though.
Yeah, it's just not good, but we kind of have to walk a tight line, on here, and there's certain things we can't say that we should be able to say with the freedoms of speech that we enjoy.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be able to, but I understand, being a private business, they control it and whatever. But at the same time, how can it be private when they got their stocks on the open market? So there's that too. So I don't know.
And when TikTok first came out, that would have been one of the stocks to get into.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Netflix.
Netflix, is that a good one?
That was one of the biggest gainers ever, man. It was huge. So was Nvidia, But yeah, Netflix was a great investment back in the day.
You know, if I would have bought stock into it, Netflix would have been
Yeah, I know. That's my luck too. That's my luck. What's going on, Simon?
Yeah, they're decent. They if you don't take good care of them and let them dry out, they're a pain in the butt to get to swell back up. I'll tell you that much. But
Yeah, is that one finished on the outside, shellacked or anything?
yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's hard to swell them up.
It's yeah, it was hard to get to seal up. So I put it in a plastic bag with a bunch of water in there and let her sit for a while. And that was after I soaked it in the sink for I think 24 hours too. But it seeped for I don't know, maybe a couple days, and then it tightened up. And as far as leaving stuff in there, you can leave it in, until it tastes how you like it, then pull it out. There's not a set amount of time on there to put it in, but it doesn't take a long time. If you leave it in there for 6 months, you get pretty good flavor out of it.
Yeah, the smaller barrels, the smaller the barrel, actually, the quicker, that it does.
Yeah.
I'm worried about this one.
Uh-oh. We're worried about that too. Yeah. So eliminates like TikTok. Well, that's cool.
Hold on one second.
Well, hopefully China doesn't run it. IBM and Apple, yeah, they were great investments. I remember when IBM went to the microchannel architecture and kind of got away from PC architecture for a little while. It kind of hurt them a little bit, but yeah, any of that, hell, even Bitcoin would have been a good investment. But I did some investment back in the day, but Bitcoin was something I did not trust cryptocurrencies. There's just nothing backing them, basing them. I thought it was going to be a fly by night, scheme, pyramid type scheme that was, never gonna work out. But see where we are now. But
there he is.
Welcome back. I take it he's not on the laptop.
I think he was trying to show us his barrel, and
yeah, I think so too. Getting old, I can't hardly see these.
But yeah, those little barrels, I mean, the bigger they are, the longer they take for some of the flavor and stuff. But yeah, they work really good. You can figure out what char level you want and how you want them flavoring, and they work really, really, really well.
But you soak it to kind of swell up the wood and everything. There he is. So
yeah,
you swell it up on the outside and inside
probably.
if you can. Yeah, just as long as it takes to where it'll hold a liquid without dripping out, and then you're good to go. Welcome back. You on the laptop?
This freaking iPad.
There
Oh,
he
the
is.
iPad.
Hey, you
That's
touch it
better
the
than
wrong space, the wrong
that's better
place,
than
it
the
just goes all
tablet.
crazy.
Yeah, you got to keep it in that Wi-Fi zone, man.
Well, no, it's not that. I touched the screen and it just went all bonkers.
Oh, it's got a touch screen, man. You got to watch
Yeah.
that.
Well, it's the
Yeah,
newest iPad they got.
I wouldn't know anything about those, man. I
You know,
can't afford all
I'm
that
an
fancy
Android
stuff.
user. I can't use that.
I can't afford all that fancy i stuff. Yeah, I just and like he says, people always ask, how long should I leave it in the barrel for? And that's just as long as it takes till you like it. So try it every week, and then the smaller the barrel, probably the
Good
more
one,
often
Tony.
you should try it.
All right. There, now I can hear you again.
There you go, Tony.
Yeah, I'm wondering about how hard it's going to be for that 15-gallon barrel I got to see it to swell off. How long
Well,
it's been used?
those got a little bit dry, so it'll take a little bit to swell them up. You'll probably want to put it in a little baby pool or something and roll it around, let the
Yeah.
outside get good and swollen. Cause yeah, mine dried up pretty well.
I thought
It's
about
gonna
putting
take a little swell.
I thought about putting one of my 50-gallon barrels, and then
Yeah,
pull the plug and just muscle it back out and tip it over.
yeah.
So
Fill it full of water, put it in a barrel, and weigh it
fill the
down
barrel with
and
water.
force it under. Yeah,
I gotta
that'll
make
swell it.
I
Yeah,
gotta make
water.
yeah. I gotta make the stand for it yet. I'm gonna
Or if you got enough liquor, I guess you could soak it in liquor. If you got plenty of liquor,
I ain't
Got
gonna
more
waste,
than
barrels
one.
of liquor, that'd be
I'm not gonna
awesome.
waste my liquor on
Yeah,
it
I'm
now.
just kidding, Simon. You want to use water. Soak the inside though with liquor once you get her tight.
Well, yeah. I mean that would be the plan.
Amen.
Uh,
It'd be nice.
so
It'd be nice to have, enough liquor to take up their age for the wedding when I get married.
yeah.
But John Ben said he's going to give me a gallon of his blueberry brandy, so that'll be the
Well,
dinner
maybe
drink.
that could put off the wedding for a little bit. You can just tell her that you're aging this liquor, and you got to wait for it to get good before you all can go up. So
I got to do it. I got to do it before she turns tail and runs.
yeah, you
She'll
better.
be through these mountains like a jackrabbit.
Yeah, you better.
She'd never leave my side. But I just want to get it over with.
That's the spirit.
10 years. After 10 years, I finally decided to make her an honest woman.
Yeah,
So
once she hears that, oh, I just want to get it over with. She'll be like, "How romantic, Roger."
oh, you know what? She's probably watching this
She
too. Fuck.
probably is. It's like,
'Cause she'll
You
do
might
that.
want to build that shed a little sooner.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
shit.
get that shipping container in there before she gets home.
Yeah.
It's easier to ask forgiveness than permission.
Mhm. Now, well, Santa knows her. She's really good people. I mean,
She
we've
is.
been through hell and back. It's been rough, and it's been a rough 10 years. And every couple, when they first get together, has got it rough, and it's been. I mean, anything that could go wrong has went wrong. I lost my leg after we were together for 2 years, and you know, death. Her dad died, my mom died, and it's been rough. But things finally come around.
It's the rough
Yeah.
times make the good ones feel a whole lot better.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, that'd be
Yes,
some angel
sir.
cut and a little devil cut too.
What's Jeremy's talking about? Or Frank? Oh, they're talking about
Yeah, they're still
the
talking
worst
about
liquor.
Oh,
the
smoky.
worst. Yeah.
The worst liquor still, yeah.
Everclear, I wouldn't say Everclear. That's pretty clean stuff. It's just
I used to
so
make.
high proof, man.
I could get 190 proof up in Michigan. I'd make my apple pie out of that boy. That shit would light you up.
Yeah. Yeah, it will.
I don't know what you get down if you even get Everclear down here.
Yeah,
But I
you
know you
get
ain't
it.
getting 190 proof down here.
In Kentucky, absolutely. Maybe not in Ohio or Tennessee, but Kentucky, absolutely.
Really, 190 proof?
Yeah.
Hell, I had to drive to go. I had to go to Wisconsin to get 190 proof.
Yeah,
Well, that's
Wisconsin's
because
got it.
he's in Michigan.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying. When I
you can
started
get it in
making that,
Kentucky, man. Yeah. Yeah, we don't. They don't control the liquor industry like that here. They had let the liquor industry control the liquor industry in
well, you
Kentucky.
got to remember, we just went wet. So, I mean, it's so nice to be able to go just down the road and buy a 12 pack of beer or, a bottle of rum or something, then drive
Yeah.
15 minutes out of my way.
Yeah, but the problem is, there's probably a lot more bootleggers convenient to you than there are
Yeah.
stores.
No, no,
Right.
no. Actually, I'm the only one around here that runs liquor.
I
There's
said
a,
bootlegger, not
well,
moonshiner.
yeah. That's who gets rid of my liquor for me is a
Right.
bootlegger.
Yeah.
And when I
So,
ain't got it, I gotta buy his shit.
there's at least one bootlegger in every holler,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a hell of a
That's
guy.
they're more common than convenience
I
stores.
mean, I get when I sell him a gallon of liquor, I get $80, and he sells it. I think he sells it for 120 or 100, something like that. I buy a gallon of liquor off him. It's $60, but it's not that good of liquor. I mean, you can tell the
Yeah.
difference. So
Yeah, he knows there's a difference too. That's why he's
oh
getting
yeah,
yours.
and everybody wants mine, and he's been bugging me since September. When are you gonna run some?
Yeah,
I'm
Roger
hunting.
makes
I
some pretty
can't run
decent
none.
corn liquor.
Huh?
Said Roger makes some pretty decent corn liquor.
I want to do another. I'm gonna after I start running again. After I heal up from my surgery, I'm gonna start running some sour mash again too. But I'm gonna tweak it a little bit. I think I'm gonna run
Yeah,
some rain with it.
Everclear tastes like ethanol. That's what
Oh
Everclear
God, no!
tastes like.
It tastes like
It's just
heads.
pure ethanol. And ethanol
It's
doesn't have a
like,
good taste. It's kind of bitter. It's not the best taste.
No,
I don't think your taste buds allow you to taste it. That's the
Yeah,
no,
that's
problem. It
that's how bad it
evaporates
is.
off your tongue so fast.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
the
We
way it
used to
is.
make
It's bad. It's really
used to
bad.
make hunch punch. Everybody bring a bottle, and then everybody bring a mixer. There's a lot of Kool-Aid going in it, a lot of
Do a
Everclear
garbage
going in
can,
it. Yeah,
fruit.
Tropicana
Yep.
fruits. Yeah, everything went into
Oh
it.
my God, that was the worst hangover ever.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Oh
They some
God.
bad hangovers. I can't say it's the worst ever because the worst ever hangovers is every hangover you have once you start getting old. Because man, they start lasting for days. Maggie Valley, oh, that's like a 2-day hangover for me, man.
Well, you're the one that sits there and drinks coffee liquor and stays up till fucking 5 in the morning drinking.
Yeah. And then wake up and hung over and still drunk and have to drink a little bit
You got
more
Roger.
just to get lubricated to move.
You got Roger on the phone. Where you at? Come on, get up. Let's go.
You just got to dive right back into it at that point.
Yeah, it's like a 3-day drunk, man, and the hangover is like a 2-day hangover, and it's the worst, man. I don't know.
I'm the smart one. I'm the smart one. I hit the motel or the Airbnb early, 10 o'clock or so.
Yeah,
These
yeah,
fuckers stay up till 5 in the morning out there in the parking lot drinking or in another cabin. I'm like, man, see ya. I know tomorrow's
yeah,
going to breathe. And then I'll
yeah.
call
It's
Santa like at
tough.
8 o'clock. Hey, you want to go to breakfast? You awake?
Haven't been to
I
bed
have to go
yet,
back to sleep.
man. I'm just getting ready to go to bed.
I'll be up around noon.
Yep, I'll be up at noon. That's me, man. I'll sleep from I don't know about anywhere between. The old lady leaves at about 5:30, 6 o'clock. She has to be at work at 6, so from 5:30, man, my ears itch like crazy. From 5:30 to about 8, I'll sit up and read, on Facebook and stuff. Then I'll hit day and I'll sleep,
My buddy.
6 to 11, 8 to 12, maybe 1. That's it.
I'm here.
Yeah, wine hangover. That's the
Joys
worst.
of growing old, yeah. There's the baby.
Here he is. He's going to be by my side.
Is he feeling better?
Oh, this is the little one. My golden doodle, the one.
Oh, it was a big one. Okay.
And then him and the poodle took off up the mountain. I had to drive the head of the holler. They heard the 4-wheeler going by. They come running down fast as could be. Followed me right
Patrick.
back to the house. He was a good boy. He
Yes.
stayed home. Huh? So,
Take it easy, Patrick.
that's a beer.
No
Want some
problem,
beer?
brother. We're Saturday and Wednesday and Friday, Saturday, Wednesday. We'll be here.
He's a good
So
boy.
we're definitely going to have to get you on for a follow-up. Win, lose,
Absolutely.
or draw. We're not going to talk about any of that, but win, lose, or draw, we're going to get you back on and
Had
we
had
can
good
talk more about
competition, that's for
yeah,
sure. So
talk
Where
more
where
about
they
the
really
show.
yeah, there's awesome guys. Awesome guys really know
Everybody.
what they were doing, and
Was there any master distillers on or legal distillers on with you?
Yep. One of them out of North Carolina owns a couple distilleries down there.
Cool.
And I talked to him a little bit ago. He said if I want to mention his name, I can. So if you guys want to know it, I can let you
Yeah,
know.
put it out there. I mean, they don't care on the show because they've already
he,
put you all out there. So
He runs Myrtle Maid Distillery in North Carolina. I think
Myrtle
he's
Maid.
got
Yeah, cool.
he's got one in Mooresville, and I can't remember where the other one is, but super good
Don't
dude.
say Wheelwright.
Wheelwright.
Yeah, remember when we talked about that when it Bruiser turned Bruiser down? They had one in
Oh no, that was Weisberg.
Whitesburg. Yeah, not Wheelwright.
Yeah, not
Whitesburg.
Wheelwright.
Yeah, Whitesburg. Yeah, hopefully they're not Whitesburg. We
Yeah.
trashed them the
No,
other day.
super good dude. And Donnie,
have a message me and we'll get him on the show.
I'll do that.
Yeah,
Bring him on after.
Then we had Donnie Macbeth was on. He was from Lake Tahoe, California.
Really?
wow.
So he was on the non-legal side along with me. So
Cool.
super
That's
good
strange
guys.
to hear people running liquor out California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do we know out there, Santa? That's in California. Is it
We
Brian?
know several.
Is it LPR out in California?
Yeah, Eric Ayers out there. There's quite a few out there.
See,
Yeah.
where I lived in California, I couldn't see it being done. I could see tequila being made, but
Yeah.
Do whatever you want in your garage.
yeah, oh yeah, exactly.
Wheel Shines out there.
Yeah, Will sign. That's what it was. Where's LPR at? Where's
Stuart.
Brian at?
Brian is in I think Missouri.
Yeah. I know. I thought he was out in Florida or California, but no, it's Will Shine or Will.
Yeah, Stuart
Will
Shine. Stuart.
Will Stewart. Yeah.
So now
We're
you got me
spread out
wondering about
everywhere.
Yeah. They were completely,
Yeah,
all
I
of
think
us
Brian is in Missouri, and he is the actual place that does his is just across the border, Kansas.
Oh, okay.
That's right, Kansas and Arkansas is right next to each other. That's
Yeah.
it, not Missouri. It's
Well,
Kansas.
Lisa just
He's right,
says,
Kansas, on the border of Arkansas, and I think some of his stuff gets done in Arkansas. Thank you, Lisa.
it's like when I found out there's other moonshiners in Michigan, that blew my mind. I mean, Michigan, what the fuck?
That's about the same as it is here.
Yankees.
You start
Fucking
digging
Yankees.
into it a little bit, there's
Yeah.
more than you think. So
Yeah, I mean, I know
Yeah.
3 or 4 from Michigan. One moonshiner I know up there, he lives in the same county that I grew up in, or I used to live in, and never crossed paths, but he knows the same people I know. It's just weird.
Yeah, it's not surprising when you hear somebody from Kentucky that's shining. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, yeah, well, figures.
I was the third one on the show that's been from Iowa, and I had to go back and rewatch them because I couldn't remember anybody from Iowa being on there, but I was the third. So
Cool.
Are they pretty close to you, or?
one's not. The other one's a couple hours, so like 4 hours, 2 hours away probably. So
Yeah.
one of them, they were as soon as they heard I was from Iowa down there, they're like, "Oh, Sharpie girl, you know, she was from Iowa." And I was like, "What? Oh, I remember that one because she had the Sharpie cap, and
Oh,
she broke it off and used
Big
it in
girl.
her worm, and
Yeah,
it
the bigger
made
girl.
everything taste like a Sharpie."
Wasn't she she was the farmer over there?
Yeah.
And yeah, she was trying to get her stream directed down, and she was using that Sharpie cap. Yeah, yep, she was Iowa.
Yeah. So, but there's more around here than I thought there were. That's
I
for
heard
sure.
that they brought her back on or something. They're gonna bring her back on.
I don't know. Maybe she's on this season. I don't know.
I would have swore that's a rumor. I mean, that's you can believe half of what you see and nothing of what you know. But I would have sworn I heard that rumor.
Well, it's possible, very possible.
But nobody from Iowa has won, so
Until you. Or wait, we can't talk about that. Can't talk about
big
that.
shoes to fill.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that the next time. We'll talk about
We'll
the
talk
victory
about that
dance
next
and
time.
the
Yeah.
victory
That's right.
dance and rubbing it in and all that good stuff. And now when's your bottle gonna hit the shelf and all that fun stuff.
We're not gonna go down that rabbit
Yeah.
hole.
Yeah.
Well, come on now. I need to know when to make plans to go to Gatlinburg. I mean,
Yeah.
gotta think
Let's
of it in
see.
advance.
It's 2025. Let's aim
Yeah.
for
well, by the time
2035.
you get it run, it'll be probably 2030.
It's going on, Chip. Yeah,
How's it going, Chip?
Chip.
it'll be a
Chip
while.
makes you good.
But hopefully everybody gets to run, and I can understand, both sides of it. I can understand, people anxious to get their runs done, but at the same time, it's hard to change gears at a distillery like that and just do small batch stuff. I guess they should just dedicate a smaller still and a section of the distillery to just handle that, and so they can get through it and give everybody their day. But I don't know. I guess making you wait for it makes it a little sweeter when you finally do get it. The anticipation and the wait and finally getting the reward. So hopefully everybody will get their day and get their jar. I know it's going to make for great collectibles in the future. Having all these different jars from all these different guys and having them. I'd like to have a whole set of all
Absolutely.
of them. Get them
Be
all
some good stuff.
autographed.
I'm only like 2.5 hours from Gatlinburg, 2 hours.
Yeah.
And just with my wife working weekends, it's just hard for me. Like I wanted to go down this past, for Doug Taylor and Alfredo's, 'cause,
Yeah, you too.
I know them both pretty good and stuff, and I wanted to get a jar of each.
Yeah.
I've had Alfredo's, all of his liquors put out so far, and it's damn good rum. Chip Lewis makes a good rum too.
Yeah. Have you tried that bamboo? Alfredo, there's something else in it. It's just so smooth.
Good.
Man, it's unbelievable. All right, I got a question. I have an 18-gallon barrel that has garlic in it. I filled it with baking soda, water mixed for a couple of months, and still noticed garlic.
I get a different barrel.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
You're gonna get that smell.
You're not gonna get that to go away.
We're talking about a wood barrel. Am I correct? Or are we talking about a plastic barrel?
I don't think either way it's going to make a difference.
Well, I know those pickle barrels. If you sit them out in the sun and let the sun
do its
thing.
About a plastic barrel, or a plastic barrel like a fermenter.
Right.
Plastic
barrel. Okay. Yeah, I'd let it sit out in the sun. That sun will cook anything out of that can. I know a lot of pickle barrels. A lot of people try different things. I know Star San, kind of an acid sanitizer that works a little bit.
Star San's about the best thing I found.
Lisa mentioned, peroxide, vinegar. There's a lot of things to try. Any and everything. Probably, piss in it if you have to, but then you can run that. That's Philbilly about that, But yeah, I'd definitely, maybe try some vinegar, some peroxide, and Star San, and see, what kind of luck you have with those.
I don't have nothing to give you a beer in.
Yeah, that Star San is a pretty good disinfectant. It's not much of a cleaner, but it's a good disinfectant. So I'm not sure how well it clean, but I know leaving stuff out in the sun and letting the sun bake on it and then filling it with water and letting that sit out and then empty it and let the sun bake it again. It'll usually get a lot of the stuff out for you.
Like the barrels I use, they actually come from the coal mine, and they had powder paint in them. There's a bag in there, of course, but I mean, there's still a little bit of residue and a slight odor. And I Star San them and leave them out, soak them.
Yeah,
I don't have no smell when I dump them. I mean, nothing tastes different. So It just all depends on. I mean, garlic's a strong thing to get rid of, though. That's a hell of
Yeah.
a.
Yeah, it may be more trouble than it's worth. You know, you can get them barrels $10, $15 for 40, 50 gallon barrels. So
30,
it may,
$40 for a 50-gallon.
well, I mean, Weston's got them 55s right now for $10. So well, they don't have them, but they're available up there.
Oh,
I'm
that's
getting these. I'm
Yeah,
getting these 70-gallon barrels for 40 a piece, and they've got like a conical insert on the bottom of
really
them.
cool.
They work awesome.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I want to get some of the screw-on cap ones. The liquor off a shop. What recipe do you recommend will sell the best and the easiest to make? Please, and if you have any advice setting up, please share.
First of all, I think Simon's in the UK, so
Oh,
that's a beginning.
totally different laws over there that
Yeah,
aren't
you know,
known.
you got to get to know your market. I mean, 20 years ago, if you told me I was making post flavored shine, today I'd be like, you're crazy, man. That's girly stuff. I'll never do that. And here I am, making apple pie and, a lot of post flavored root beer and everything else. And it's like, okay, and that's just, you just got to find what your customers want, just talk to them, get to know them. And I'd say, start out with a decent brandy or corn liquor and, and let them get a taste of that, and maybe they can tell you their preference. I know, some single malts over there may go over a little better than some watermelon crawl, but you just never know, But definitely, get to know your demographics and market.
Or even put a questionnaire out or something, like if I
Yeah,
do this,
yeah,
what flavors would y'all like? That's what I tell a lot of my customers is, what do you want me to run? I mean, I like running straight grain and I like running everything clear. And
yeah. There you go.
I hate post flavoring. I've been working on doing a lot of clear runs, so but
You got to do what makes everybody else happy. That's the name of the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I started off doing just a diffuser, and then Philbilly, I bought a jar rig off of Big Easy, and
Right.
I tell you what, my flavors are so great, and they come
Yeah.
out clear. I mean, it's everybody thinks if you post flavor something, it tastes like shit. If you run it clear, they know they're getting good liquor.
Why? Anybody that doesn't like post flavoring, it never tied your peach, Brent. I'm just
Fuck
fucking with
you.
you.
You're an asshole.
I bought this big
I'm
old hoss
kidding.
here
There
a
you
while
go.
back. I'm tell you what, that puts some
Awesome.
flavor in some
That's a
things.
6-jar?
Hell yeah,
6-jar, yeah.
I got a 2, but I'd like to go bigger. If I go bigger, I'm gonna have to have a bigger still. That's why I figure I just run what I got now, and then when I upgrade.
Yeah.
Bruiser
I did a run of Bloody Butcher vodka out of that. I had a little bit of an off taste to it, so I thought, well, I'm going to do something different with this. So I ran it, filtered it. I tell you what, that made some good tasting stuff. I was really impressed. I was like, well, that jar rig ain't such a bad thing.
No,
So speaking of Bloody Butcher, speaking of heirloom cranes, what all can you get out there for heirloom corn?
I got blessed. Usually around here, everything's all, yellow field corn.
Yeah, yellow dent. That's it.
I got blessed. I have after I went on the show, actually, apparently word gets around out here, it's a town of 300 people that I'm closest to. And I got back, and the day I got back, I had a gentleman show up in my yard and introduced himself to me, and
That's awesome.
we got to talking and shooting the shit. Well, he makes shine, and he grows all these different kinds of heritage corns. So I'm like, oh my gosh, where have you been all my life?
Exactly what I was about to say, man. Where have you been all my life?
So we started hanging out and shooting the shit back and forth. And man, he's a savior to me because he can get he's got Bloody Butcher, he's got Hoppy Blue, he's got white corn, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it was a blessing to say the least to have
yeah.
somebody
you know,
like that.
one thing a lot of people don't realize, out there in corn country, they don't like a lot of heirloom corn being grown
No,
around them, man, because the pollen and stuff, it
Yeah.
crossbreeds and gets in
and
the air,
they
man.
don't want the acreage taken up by it.
Right.
Everything, every acre is taken for corn, corn, corn. So
Yeller
it's
dent, number 2. That's it.
yep, yep. So it was a blessing to have somebody like that, just kind of, he lives just a few miles away. And I tell
Yeah.
you what, we've
Yeah.
become damn good friends over the last 6 months. So
That's cool.
a blessing to say the least.
Pear flavor. Pear's a
Here.
pretty delicate flavor. It's,
Yeah, it'll burn you.
yeah,
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 that's what I was gonna say.
yeah, it's a delicate flavor. It's hard to get, like kind of like watermelon. It's hard to get a good carryover with it.
Holy shit.
Don't have a market yet. What liquor can I get everyone hooked on?
Just make corn liquor.
Yeah, I'd start with single malt moonshine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Over there, you pretty much got to go with what's available. I know over there, a lot of the barleys and, real popular, and rye and, like the single malts, corn probably. Is there a lot of corn grown over there? I've been to
Or
France
great.
and Switzerland, but I don't know. I don't remember seeing, fields of corn. So, it may be a little tougher to get some good heirloom corn there.
Yeah.
But
What
yeah,
kind of
I would
grains can you
say,
get up there?
you can make like a neutral vodka and just flavor it all different
Yep.
ways that you wanted to,
Yeah.
to kind of suit them, and just have the same base spirit.
You can find a good post recipe easy on the internet. I mean, just
Oh
tweaking
yeah.
the table on it.
Simple
And
syrup. That's all it takes.
yeah, yeah. I use a lot of Monin or the Torani,
Yeah, apple
the,
pie.
the
Yeah.
coffee syrups.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tarani. I got some Tarani in here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Moan
But
and
I've learned
Trani and
to
Olive
run through my
Nation.
thumb
But
or them jars.
What was the? Let's see what this one is.
I've got all kinds of them.
Yeah. There you go. There's your Olive Nation
Olive
right there.
Nation. Is
That's
that the
pretty good
peach?
stuff.
Is that the peach
Santa's
extract?
favorite thing to run.
Black cherry.
Is it? The peach didn't carry for me very
No,
well.
the peach is not good.
I found that out the hard way about a week before the peach contest. I already had some peach brandy that would probably, I don't know if it won or not, but it would have damn sure gotten more votes than what the Olive Nation put out. So I already had the base spirit, and I'm like, so I just did a second run of peach brandy, and I infused with Olive Nation, regular peaches, and some Olive Nation peaches and uh, peach schnapps in my infuser. So I figured that would, carry over plenty peach. Nothing. I got the sweetness from the Olive Nation, but it just that sweet
You were
flavor that
just
it gives. That was it. You couldn't
you were
really
just
get any
lacking a
peach
little bit of
off.
the peach flavor, is what it was.
Yeah, it was a good tasting
I
drink.
mean,
It wasn't
it was
bad at
peach.
all. It was cut well, but it just didn't have the peach punch. It would have.
If you have time, cut up some fresh peaches and
Oh, I
just
had them
toss them
pureed,
in
and
there and let them
I
sit for
did.
a while.
I had
You
them infused with my infuser was full of pureed peaches, fresh, sweet peaches,
Huh.
and Olive Nation and peach schnapps, and what came out of the drip was sweet. That's it. So
sweet
sweetness.
liquor.
No
Yeah,
peach.
just a nice
I
sweet
had
liquor. Very
I had
good, but
probably $150 into my mash or my flavoring was what I
yeah,
done.
he bought that vintners.
Yeah, I
I'm
cheated
gonna
with vintner.
have to give that a
Well,
try.
the rule was you could use anything you want to mash in
Oh
with.
yeah, yeah.
It's good poach flavor. So I use
There's
that
no
vintner's
post
wine
flavoring.
base. That wine
Yeah.
base pulls some great flavor.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
You
does.
It was
don't
a
want to
damn
use
good
too
peach
much
brandy.
though because it's concentrated. The first batch I run, I done a peach run, a peach honey, and before I started,
Yeah.
infusing, it had a great flavor, really good. I mean, I was really impressed, and I put some of that wine base in my thumpers, and boy, it was too much. It got really fucking like a harsh taste. So I had to mash back in. I used corn this time, and I used the vintners in my thumper, and then in my jars I had fresh peaches, canned peaches, a little bit of vintners, honey, And what the hell else is this? I know something else.
I could taste the peach syrup. It was the canned peach syrup.
Yeah,
It came through pretty well. But it's
I had a
good
lot
and
of people,
sweet. It was good.
and it was post. I mean, it was not post flavor straight off the worm. I mean, when I tasted, I said, "Fuck this, the jar I'm keeping." I took one jar up there with me,
Yeah,
and
it was
we
good.
drank it that fucking night, the whole jar. I had I
Yeah,
had I had 2 jars left. I only did a 10 gallon run. So I was very limited on the jars I had left.
Yeah.
yeah. It's you can use it for infusing or post flavoring.
Yeah.
Monin,
Oh, Tarani, that's what it
Monin,
was.
If you
Tarani,
Tarani's in it.
Tarani, and then Olive Nation. All you can get on Amazon.
or olivenation.com, I think is where I got mine. But
Is it
if you use it, I use it in my thumper as an infuser.
right?
If you want it clear, because if you use like the peach or something like that, it'll turn it a god awful orange color.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can definitely tell I didn't.
it was
It
Tarani that I
was
put in there.
plain
Peach
white.
Tarani's. That was the other thing I had in there. And
Yeah, I'd have done better off with Tarani or Monin. But I tried something new that I'd never tried before, and you should know better never do that. Especially master distiller or
Yeah, don't go on
competition.
there.
Yeah.
yeah,
So I tried the Olive Nation peach, and it's probably a lot better post flavored with that than pre. But I mean, I knew as soon as it came off the tap, it wasn't going to win because it just had no peach, punch at all. It's like it's not a bad drink. I figure later on I can infuse something else in it and get, with the sweetness that I've got in it, I can rerun it and get something else with it.
I'm like everybody. I'm my own worst critic. And when I tasted it,
Yep.
I wasn't impressed with him. The wife's like, "Take that jar. It's good. Trust me." I was gonna try and do another run. I had like 2 days. I think 5 days, something like that. 4 days. I'm like, I don't think I can get my mash to work off in time. And I
Orange
started thinking, well,
sickle.
hell, I'll just run it halfway through. But no, she's like, she told me to bring it, so I did, and I'm glad I did.
And here, that and orange creamsicle. Yeah, orange creamsicle is a good one.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
did
yeah.
a
Reminds me of those push ups when I was a kid.
Yeah, I was gonna say though, those Jello shots
yeah.
that Tom had, and Doug Taylor makes a good Jello shot, the creamsicle. God damn, I love those. When I must have bought 4 or 5 of them up there at Farm to Bottle. Terry's like, "Can I have a taste?" I was like, "No." Talk
Drew
on.
Barrymore, man, they all crazy.
Huh?
I got better
Better,
tips.
probably bigger tits than Drew Barrymore for sure.
What was you saying?
He's getting crazy. It's not even 10 o'clock yet.
You ought to bring Damon on. Fuck it. Have you ever met Damon Beatty?
No, not yet.
Bring Damon up, and hell, you might as well bring Lisa too.
Well, you're on tablet and send him an invite.
I can't from my side, Goofy,
Why?
because you got all the controls.
I sent you the link, Goober.
Jello shots done.
Oh my god! I gotta get my phone to do it.
Cooler gate.
Yeah, I got it. I just wanted to hear you.
Well, let's bring Jeremy up too. Fucking, we'll fill the board.
All right. Might should ask if they want to be
Justin,
on here first.
what kind of grains can you get up there?
Anything you want.
Same grains
Really?
you get here in America.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
pretty
well,
much
like,
anything.
We can't get barley here in Kentucky.
Really?
Yeah, you can. It's
Right.
just hard.
Yep.
You can get barley, but it's just, I mean, you
gotta
could
have it shipped in.
40 years ago when I
Two
started.
row barley is easy to get.
Yeah,
6
two row.
gets a little bit tougher.
If we want like a barley or a rye or a honey malt, we got to have it shipped into us. Nobody grows
Rye is really easy to get a hold of.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big rye fan. I use it in a lot of my mash bills, but in a small percentage.
Right.
I don't like that peppery taste unless I'm doing a all rye whiskey. But we can get a lot of those grains.
I like hot stuff, so I mean,
Yeah. He likes the pepper.
That's ghost pepper extract. That goes in my Bloody Marys.
Woo.
But yeah, if I want to get if I want to get a decent deal, then Grant, I either got to go to Ohio or West Virginia. But it's like over to West Virginia, go to CNH. CNH
Yes.
Holdings.
CNH has everything.
Yeah.
North Georgia has everything. I think
Tracy, Phil
yep,
Billy.
Tracy.
Oh yeah, now like Phil Billy, Tracy Baumgartner.
Yeah.
But the shipping just kills you.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can find it anywhere close and make a drive to it, it makes it a whole lot better.
So
Tracy Baumgartner.
have you
When
met
I go down to Maggie Valley,
Jason
I go
and
right
Mama
past.
B?
Huh?
I was asking Justin if he's met.
No,
Jason
I know who
and
they
Mama
are,
B.
but I haven't met them.
All right, we'll bring him on too.
Like if I go to
They're a lot of fun.
if I go to Maggie Valley, I go right past Tracy Baumgartner's exit, and I get my grain there. Every time I come back, the car's so loaded, I got no room.
I was in heaven when I was down in North Georgia, and you walk into their supply shed in there, and I'm like, I just want to take all of it home.
Yeah, he's
I know.
set up shop.
Give me all those cases of amylase you got. Give me all the grains you got. Give me all the dextrose you got. I want it all.
John Bench just went up to Indiana. He picked up 1,200 pounds of blueberries. Guess how much he paid?
Oh man,
Rough guess.
I don't know.
1,500 pounds of blueberries.
1,200 or something
15.
like that.
15. He found out. Yeah, he did the weight, and they're like, "Damn, these are a little more than I thought." He's like,
$140.
Phew.
Yeah.
I've tried his blueberry brandy. I tried his cobbler. One of them when I stopped at his distillery, and god damn, it's good. So,
Jeremy, I tried the rye in heavier portions years ago, and it turned me off of it. And you're right, I probably made a mistake when I was running it because I was a little low on the experience at that time. I do run it quite a bit now, but I do run probably about 10%. So I'm a little scared just because of past experience. So
yeah.
Right.
Hey, hold on. Damon or Santa, did you see what Damon said? We do not speak of Cooler Gate.
No.
I'm
There's
sorry,
actually
Damon, I
two
won't bring it
cooler
back up.
gates. There's two cooler gates.
Was there?
One with Tom,
Yeah.
and the other one was with Fergie having to carry his coolers for 2 miles because he didn't know that we were going to give him a ride home, and he had to carry his cooler, packed them for miles. Here's Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
What's up?
How you doing, sweetheart?
Ooh, catching the bus now.
Yes,
A little
ma'am.
warmer there today, was it?
Yeah, it's snowing today.
Well,
But
it's
it's warmer.
warmed
3 to
up,
5.
huh?
Yep.
We're supposed to get 3 to 5 between tonight and tomorrow.
You guys keep that snow down south.
Yeah, I went down to the liquor store to get or the gas station to get some beer. There ain't a loaf of bread. There ain't no water there. There ain't no milk there. Son of a bitch, we're not gonna get snowed in at 3 inches.
Yeah, I know. Everybody has to get milk, bread, and eggs, man. It's like
I'm telling you.
butter, eggs, milk, and bread, man. It's like,
Yeah.
and it's like, what do? Make snow cream or something? What do they need all that for? It's like all of a sudden you're gonna make a lot more toasted sandwiches, and why?
Lisa, you look cold.
I'm warmer than I was last night.
Are
Yeah,
you?
she was shivering.
Ah,
She was over there shivering last night. She had a blanket on her.
Yeah, I had my blankie on. Tonight I got the long sleeves on. There's no heat in the bedroom out here.
Oh, damn. I got a little too.
I'm not gonna say anything. I use those space heaters all over the house. I got central air. I won't turn on. I'm too damn tight. I'm too tight. It's like it's a heat pump. So when it gets below 20, it's all emergency electric heat anyway. So why do I want to just run my bill up? And it just runs constantly, and you can watch that meter just.
Yeah,
go
that's one thing I'm
crazy.
glad. That's one thing I'm glad when I gutted this house. My house is 84 years old, and when I gutted, I had a spray foam insulation come in. This house, I keep my thermostat at 62 degrees all winter long, and it stays comfortable in here. Out in my bar, I mean, I got no insulation. I'm out in basically I'm just in an open building. But I got a little 2 brick propane heater, and it works pretty good out here.
Wow, 4 inches of snow in southern Louisiana.
Man,
No, they're not. And I hate seeing it. Every time it freezes in Texas, there's like pile ups a mile long. It's like every
I know.
single time they have no idea how to drive in it. And I hated it. Yeah, she's a cow onesie. And it's a big
Yep.
jersey.
Mama B looked awful cute in hers.
Yeah.
She had a little tail she was whipping
I
around.
didn't get to see that episode. They aired it, ran it at the same time we have this, and he didn't stream it to the damn group page. So I don't even know where I can find it. I looked around and it's like, man, it's just like
I think it's on Princess
it's on what?
Moonshine. Princess Moonshine. I think it's on her page.
Okay,
I think
I
it's still
have
running
to
that
check
link.
it.
She hasn't
Yeah,
changed it.
I have to check it out to you.
It was a riot.
Yeah,
It was a riot. Us girls were unhinged.
yeah, I can imagine.
Poor
I
mom.
would have liked to have seen it, but somebody chose this time to, air it. And I'm like, come on, man. I'd like to have been there. Everybody'd like to have gone and watched it and making people choose. We all should be able to get our time in.
Yep. It was fun. It's on there anyway. April Parker came on.
Jason, I swear, I wouldn't do it. Everybody else
I
has
don't
done
either.
it. I don't trust it. Everybody says, "Oh, if you just suspend it above the grains, okay, those grains are rising into what they call a cap. So, they're going to get on there. I don't know how many pictures I've seen of
Don't get the aquarium heater. Get a blanket.
yeah. Is that one of those seed mats? Is that one of those
What's
heated seed mats?
no? This is actually it was a fermentation blanket, and then I've got it. What is that? A BK Link thermostat.
Right.
So it puts a thermostat sensor down in your mash, and it kicks off and on and keeps it at a constant
Yeah,
temperature.
those work good. The seed mats work fine if it's smaller. I mean, waterbed heaters work great.
Yeah.
I've got oil filled heaters. I've got the big plastic blue drums, and I just put this oil filled heater right in the middle of the drums, and the radiant heat coming off of it. They're very safe. You don't have to worry about them falling over and burning down the house. It's not an open flame. It's not, you don't have coils and all that.
I did a aquarium heater years ago, and I don't know what happened, but it got some scorch in it from the aquarium heater, and ever since I've just been scared of them.
What I done on mine was I took some aluminum screen, like from an old screen, a window screen, and made a cage around it.
That would be the way to do it.
Worked great.
Yeah.
It worked great till I set it. It was hot. I set it down into like a metal pan. It shattered.
Yeah.
Good night, Frank.
So then I got
Not
when
Frank.
I ordered my next one, I got one that had the plastic cage around it. I've never had a problem with that one.
So don't say it too loud, Frank. Roger will go to bed if you do.
Oh hell no! I'm staying up. I got a good one going.
Good night, Frank.
All right, Frank. I got a 12-pack. I got a quart of liquor.
Well, I tell you what, these
Pint of
little space heaters work good, and they keep your room warm, and they'll keep your
13.
mash good and warm. It's just all goodness.
Mine's not 13 watts. It says it's 383 watts. So I tape it to the side of the barrels, which I maybe shouldn't. I should probably use straps, but the tape works. Little Gorilla tape. And if you leave it, if it kicks on for a long time when it's like 20 below zero up here in Iowa, you can smell the tape getting warm. That's for sure. But it'll keep it any temperature you want.
Yeah, I wonder how
electric blankets, heating pads, that you use. Yeah, all that works.
I wonder how the pipe tape or
I was just thinking that the heating tape.
pipe heating tape.
If you put insulation around your barrel,
yeah,
it'd probably work all right.
What I usually do is I've got a big heavy blanket and I just cover
Later,
it with
brother.
that. If I use my 15-gallon fermenter, I take it right inside and put it right over heat vent. Or I use my aquarium heater. I used it out here last year. It kept my mash right at 70 degrees with with that blanket around it and stuff.
Right. Yeah, those little seed mats, they work fine, if you got like a 5-gallon bucket or something that you're using. But if you got a 55-gallon, barrel, they're not going to be as effective on something like that.
I bought one of those ones that you can put it's like a little heating pad you put under the barrel. It didn't work on the 15. It works on a 5, great. But
Yeah.
I don't mash at 5 anymore. But so that just sits in a drawer.
I mean, even the little heating pads that you wrap around your arm to heat and stuff.
No. I need that.
I need
that.
That's a job.
I got to have a total shoulder replacement done. So
yeah, I use the spacesuit too, Rich.
I use a heating pad all the time. Get the shower, turn the water on as hot as I can take it, and have it pouring on it.
Irish whiskey malt.
Smells awesome. Can't wait.
Irish whiskey mash smells awesome. Can't wait to run this stuff. Yeah, it sounds.
Well, send some our way so we can do a review on it.
Yeah. What a novel idea.
Huh?
That's what all of y'all need to do. We'll review it.
Opinion.
Yeah.
Oh.
So send me a
Gonna have to
quart.
send you guys some stuff then.
A quart.
Yeah,
send a quart so
like
we
to try
can
yours,
taste it and do the review. And because I have to have a good quart to see if I'm going to have a hangover or not.
I'd really like to try what you ran on Master Distiller. What kind of meat was that?
Are you sure?
Don't look at him.
Well,
He's trying to.
it was on the commercial, so I know you use a meat. What kind of meat is that?
No. Exercise this demon. Be gone, demon. No. He's trying to get you in trouble, man. He's trying to get you in trouble.
No, man. It's on the TV commercial.
Yeah,
didn't we promise you that?
Zoom in on the commercial and you can see what it is.
All right,
like
that's
pork
it.
loin.
Nope. No. I'm acting like the Postmaster General. No.
What's your favorite thing to cook on the smoker?
Bacon.
No.
Brisket.
Brisket, of course.
Brisket or pork butt.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're guessing right.
Well, it shows that.
Tune in to find out. We're not going to. You never know.
It's obvious.
Tune in.
This is hard.
Pork,
hey, it could have been some. It could be some of that vegan meat. Pink stuff.
You're gonna see some stuff on there that's gonna blow your mind.
Pink stuff. They're gonna break out the
it.
pink stuff, the pink slime. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I mean, I'm really interested in that one.
Yeah.
When I see you cut that meat, I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, what
the sandwich?"
But I've seen them put meat in some of these dunder pits.
Pachuga
animals,
They make they hang a rabbit in the pot. In fact, one of the guys, I think earlier on the show, did do a pachuga and put some
chicken.
Didn't he?
Turkey or chicken or something.
Yeah, something. Chicken. That's what it was.
They used to put them in the tequila. They put a turkey or a chicken in the
I
tequila.
won't put it in my dunder bucket. That's just
yeah.
Those guys down there in the Caribbean, they'll put goat heads and stuff in there for that.
I'm
like, I'll throw a banana in there, but I'm not putting in a goat head.
That's why I don't think dunder pits would go over with the OSHA and inspectors, health inspectors here in the States very well.
Got leprosy in there or something.
Yeah, you got all kinds of shit going in there.
Mama B's in that studio, I guess.
Maggie. She is. What's up, Mama B?
How you doing, buddy?
Mama B's in the house.
How you doing, Mama?
Long time no see, Mama B.
I know. Well, I told them all at ladies' night, I had a couple of seizures and stuff, so y'all know whenever I have those things, I have to kind of lay low, and Jason's been really busy with work and running a few things, but like the seizures and stuff, they kind of take me out just a little bit, so.
Yeah. We've been missing you. We've been wondering, worrying.
I know. I told everybody last Saturday how much we missed everybody. We've been missing everybody a lot.
I didn't get
Yeah,
that
you gotta
message.
stay in touch. You know, I understand not being able to get on, but don't make us worry now. Jump on and say howdy and let us know what's going on.
Really, I'm not really that big of a technology person. So, like, if I get on my phone, it's really like to watch, like, I watch shows and stuff, but I have OCD. So I have to do things in like certain orders. It's kind of
Well,
weird, but
I'll send you my phone number so you can keep in touch with me now. Let me know what's going on. If you're not going to be
gotcha.
around, we worry about you.
But the events and stuff that are coming up, like okay, the Stoners Ball's coming up. Blunt Queen, she has that.
Winter Jam's coming up.
Yep.
We got a
We're,
Louisiana
we're
Cajun
gonna be at the
Louisiana
Stoners
festival.
Ball. It's gonna be our second year going to that. We were like VIP the first year, with JB. I think we're gonna be VIP this year. I'm not sure. I think. Um, but the Stoners Ball is super awesome to come to.
Yeah.
It's in Maggie Valley. Um, and then all the other ones that y'all have seen us at. See, since we live right here in Clover, South Carolina, we can only go to like Tennessee. That's about as far as we can really go, being that the three kids and stuff. Oh,
Hey,
we want to really try to. We really want to try to come to Farm to Bottle. That is something we really want to try to come to.
Yeah, definitely.
you
It's a
need
good
to. That's a
time.
good one.
And bring
Hey,
your
not to
kids.
interrupt
I mean,
y'all.
it's camping out, and you can bring a tent, bring the kids, and camp and have a good time. It's
You can just go ahead and stop right there.
not
No,
gonna happen.
we might bring our
Hey,
son maybe because we've let him. Like, okay, so like Hunter's met JB. Him and JB are really, really close.
Right.
Um, Hunter may have met like a few other people maybe on here,
Right.
but really it's only been Hunter. Hunter claims he told his daddy one day, how old was he when he told you that? Like 8, right? He might have been like 7 or 8 years old. He told his dad and he told JB that he was going to take on the family business. So
Okay.
he's 11 now. So
my
Alright.
my grandson just turned 7. He's like, Papa, will you show me how to make that white water that tastes so good? I'm like, hell yeah, son. My grandson wants to get into it. My
yeah.
daughter's like, oh hell no, you ain't. Hey, let y'all know Jason just called shots. So
All right. Here we go.
I think we just took ours before I got on here, so I have to wait.
Little 100 proof peach.
I don't know if y'all seen in the comments. We're this
Imitation
is the
sweet
sour
peach.
mash, right? Oh, never mind.
Now,
In the comments, I think I said that we were drinking on white corn sour mash, but it's white corn sweet mash. My bad. Firetail, get it.
yeah, a little difference there, Mama B.
I know. Listen, it's
You don't
moonshine.
like
taste
sour
it.
mash, Justin?
Oh God, the
Justin, do you really like sour mash?
Oh God.
I can't hear you real well. You must
No.
speak up.
I was asking Justin if he runs if he runs any sour mash.
I do. I actually everything I make, I usually turn into a sour mash. I don't want to just dump that grain out, let it go to waste.
Right.
So you can use that sour mash for a lot of stuff. If you are gonna post flavor stuff, you use those first 2 runs of the sour mash. I don't like it till I get to like the 5th gen,
Right.
and then it really kicks off, starts tasting good.
I've got to the 3rd gen as far as I made it. How much you
Oh.
pay? How much do you pay for a 50-pound sack of corn? By the ton.
I got so many farmer buddies here, I don't have to pay for it.
I do, man.
I don't like you anymore, man. You ain't so tough.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
It's about
Free
average
corn.
here, about $11 a bag.
Yeah, if you were to go to like a farm supply
Tractor
store or
Supply or
something,
something, yeah.
it's about like that. But
Yep.
why buy the fake stuff when you got the best corn
Yeah,
in the
you
world?
could go buy farmers here and get it
yeah.
for, $5 or $10
farmers
a
out here,
bag.
Santa. I got no farmers around me.
Well, I know not there, but here.
I don't have nothing to look at, but I do
I don't
have
see them
corn.
put corn on these mountains,
No, that's what I was talking about earlier, man. You can find malted barley back in the day. I mean,
Well, yeah, but not today.
That's what I'm saying. You couldn't back in the day at all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, back in the
So I
day.
have a question.
Crack corn.
I have a question.
We might have an
Yes.
answer.
If you have good dirt to grow corn, would you be able to grow any type of corn if you wanted to?
As long as
Yeah.
your seasons
Pretty
were long
much. I
enough,
mean,
yeah.
you gotta
I
have
mean, if you wanted to grow like Jimmy Red, blue, white, I mean, just any type of corn.
Yeah,
You
If
don't
you
want
put the right fertilizer to it, you can grow it and you can grow it very well. You don't even have
Okay.
to have good dirt if you use the right fertilizers.
but you gotta have enough for it to cross, to pollinate each other.
Yeah.
It's hard to grow just a few.
Yeah, you
Well-
can't plant like 10 stalks and expect to
Yeah.
get 10 ears of corn or
Right.
20 ears
Okay.
of corn.
you'd be the
Well,
master that knows
there's a
all the
lady. There's a lady that lives down the road. She's one of our neighbors, and she told me that the lady that used to live here, the old owner that we bought the home from, that she had 3 gardens here, and she showed me where she had them. She said one was a corn garden, the other was a vegetable garden, and then the other one was a flower garden. And she showed me that, like, how she had them in like rows and where she had them.
Right.
And I'm just wondering, like, if I tried to do just like the corn one, to do like, exactly maybe where she had it, because it is grown up. But if I do it like how she kind of had it,
You know how
know.
big of an area it is?
Yep, the lady showed me. She showed me all 3 areas.
Was it like half acre?
How big of
quarter
like about an
acre?
acre, half acre?
So I would say that in the backyard back there, it's like a half a football field.
Oh, you'd have enough then. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would
Okay.
work.
'Cause I've
You
got
just
an
have
acre
to
and a
have enough
quarter.
for the pollen to cross pollinate to the other
Right.
plants.
Right.
Okay.
I've got an acre and a half out back, and the original owner here, she had a big vegetable garden, and the whole back was all corn.
Okay.
I know I can plant corn out there. It's just I paid a lot of money to have that back end, the back bottom all graded and shit. Yeah, I don't want lawn back there. That's gonna be our sanctuary. The wife's got plans. I mean, she wants to do banana trees all the way down the side of the road, and put a big patio out there. And I said, do what you want to do. That's why she don't want me to put the building out there.
I wish I could have some of those banana trees.
Oh my God! I bought her this one. It was one tree. It's been here 5 years, and it is freaking humongous. It's over the top of my roof. And then you got to cut it down every winter or after the first frost and cover it. That fucking stalks weigh a ton. They're so full of water.
You said the peppers are ready.
But yeah, them banana trees are cool as fuck. It grows bananas. You just can't use them.
I fell in love with that. It's good.
So I don't know if anybody tried our Papple moonshine, but when we were filming, or no, when I was filming, his buddy that he filmed with on his show, the Johnny guy, in his yard, he has apple and pear trees that grow together, but they do it every 3 to 4 years, or every 3 years, and so he calls them papples. And so it's so crazy because it's literally an apple and a pear that grows together. It's like a round fruit,
almost like a crab apple,
and it has the flavor of both. It's insane. Well, we turned it into a Papple moonshine when he gave us some the year that I filmed. And now coming up this fall, it will be the year that they're coming back. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Y'all, it is some of the best stuff ever.
That sounds good.
I told him to call it Pappy's Papple Moonshine because I just thought that was the coolest name ever,
Hell yeah.
So Yes. I can't even see down there. I had y'all in the cup holder of the couch.
It's hard for me to see too. My eyes are straining. I'm trying to read.
What
all
did
this
Bam Bam
stuff.
just say? I didn't get a chance to read
Bam
Bam.
Bam says some of that cross pollination can turn out pretty good. I would just powder and disc it up and run me some
Wow.
corn planters down to it or by hand. So a little bit of triple T and in there and send them down the road and keep it a good hold to the weeds and you can. It's hard for me to read. It's a spa and you can have some great corn easy. Yeah,
So
it's
up here, Jason that said he's running an Irish whiskey. Like what kind? Like with potatoes?
yeah. I was thinking single
He did
malt.
a malt whiskey.
Okay.
Triple
Yeah,
10,
Justin.
10, 10, 10.
Justin, that's another guy you need to meet is Bam Bam. He's a hell of a guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
I want to meet everybody.
Last year
I'm a people person.
Last year we weren't supposed to have any liquor at Maggie Valley.
Yeah.
Well, he's in a power chair too. He's got all kinds of liquor under his seat. Mama P, Justin, Bam Bam, and I are taking a picture. This cop walks by, says, "Hey, come over, take a picture with us." Here's Bam Bam with all his liquor under his chair.
Yeah.
They don't even know.
Mama B's freaking out. She's gonna work you busted.
I can't get in no trouble. Oh Lord.
I'll have to send you that picture.
I'm a good gal.
Huh?
Said I can't get in no trouble. I'm a good gal.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are all model citizens.
Listen,
Yeah.
the only so Justin, the only person that it's hard to meet or get to hang out with or see is Miss Lisa. We don't ever get to hang out with her in person.
See her.
But we're gonna
Don't
come
get
up
on
with
Lisa's bad side, right?
we are coming up with an event to where we're all gonna go up there. It's gonna be like the Lisa A Day. It's gonna be the Lisa Day festival, and we're all gonna go up there, and it's all gonna be about her. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
We're gonna call it Lisa A Day.
Lisa
Mhm.
A Day.
Well, what we need to do is we need to all kick in and send the
I was gonna
bus
say
up
it'd
there
be
to pick
cheaper
her
to
up and
send
bring
her
her
a
down.
damn airplane ticket to fly down here to
Yeah,
see
that's
us.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Yeah.
40 more, 30
Be a lot warmer too. Trust me.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
You wouldn't need that heavy coat right now.
Yeah, I'd be melting. You get to
Yeah.
70,
You wouldn't know what to do.
70 degrees.
You wouldn't want to go back up there.
Well, it's like she said, ladies' night. We were so unhinged. Oh my god, it wasn't right.
What's going on, Jeremy?
Hey,
Jeremy.
what's up, y'all?
Jeremy,
You
what's
ain't
up,
been
brother?
back here long, have you? I'm sorry. I was sitting here daydreaming and listening.
Nah, it's just a
Like,
second.
you backstage.
What's up,
What's
brother?
up?
How's it going, y'all?
Yeah, I was
Well,
back
good.
there for like 10 minutes.
Getting better by the beer right now.
Yeah, man. Better every shot.
Somebody say shots? Oh, fucking somebody said shots.
I'm
Oh,
pretty
shit.
sure I
Who said
heard.
shots?
There's over there.
I'm going to need a new jar,
There's the
Warnicky.
bell.
You watching?
Yeah.
I'm sitting here watching them play Call of Duty.
Jeremy, definitely get a hold
I
of
was
me.
wondering if he's playing Call of Duty.
Jeremy, definitely get a hold of me tomorrow.
Yeah, I will.
I want to get these flasks figured out and see how they turn out.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man.
Where's your car that y'all put together?
And I got to get a hold of Damon too and have him take that background and those the rivets
Yeah.
and the band off that photo. 'Cause that's
Yeah,
gonna be
for the
just
shirts.
that. Yeah. And then give it to Dave.
Bam, bam. Used to.
This is what they did today.
Awesome.
Oh wait, hold up. Can you do it? Can you make it run? It's a Shelby Mustang GT something.
Awesome.
It's a Lego. It's Legos. Don't
Yep,
break
that
it.
was Ford. Yep, that was a Ford.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was neat.
It's
But
all
it's a Ford,
Legos,
though.
but him and his dad, that's all they do. They put Legos together all the time.
Play video games.
And play video
Yeah,
games.
and play Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's literally what they do. They try to like get the highest level they can.
Listen,
Yeah.
we consist of building Legos, eating food, and watching movies and playing video games and working.
His daddy ain't got him making that liquor yet.
Come on, yeah, get to work.
He's been out there in the building with him, but like doing it yet, not yet. But he's been out there watching. He knows what to do.
Yeah,
Be
that's
all
right.
right,
Well, he's
man.
ahead of most people.
Jason's got to pass that down to them youngins.
Yeah.
He'll pass it down to Hunter, not the girls. He won't do it to the girls.
You can't trust those girls.
Well, hell, you were on the show.
My daughter won't.
Yeah.
My daughter hates MASH. She says MASH sounds like a drunk guy just threw up.
There's one girl. So Blondie, the middle girl, she don't like. Okay, we make the kids wash dishes and stuff. They have chores. But Blondie, if there's like something in the dishes that's like grease or something, she's like a ooh type of girl. I don't know where she came from. They must have gave me a wrong child. I don't know. Tater, Holly, the one that we call Tater, that youngin' from the time he took her fishing since she started walking, she would hold fish and play with them until they die. And then she would take them back to him and be like, I need a new one. You know? So she's not a ooh type of girl. So he only has 2 kids that, well, Hunter has already said he's going to do it. Holly might, but we don't know if she's going to be in jail before, time to teach her. So, we've got
Justin, do you have any
calmed
kids?
down so far, but Taylor might swing some kids. Oh,
Justin, do you have any kids?
I do. I have 3 kids actually, so I got my hands full.
Youngin?
Awesome.
I got a 19-year-old son, I got a 15-year-old son, and a 13-year-old daughter. So
Dang.
the daughter's the biggest pain of all.
Yeah.
Hell, how old are you, brother?
I'm 45.
Okay. that
Wow,
makes
you
sense.
look young for
You
you.
look young for your age.
I appreciate that. The moonshine keeps me
I'm
young.
48.
Yeah.
I'm 48.
Yeah.
I'm 37.
No, I'm pushing
I'm
58.
16.
You look it.
I'm not
Yeah.
a liar, so
It puts age on you, man.
Right?
Let's see, I'm 10.
don't stand up.
Oh,
I just said that Hunter was 11, so that doesn't. Nah.
I'm gonna be 12.
He's 11. Haley is 10, and Holly's 7. No, I'm 34. No, that doesn't.
Wait, next week is my birthday? My birthday.
And I'm over here. I just had my grandkids over at my house.
Awesome.
That's coming from me soon, I think.
I wish he would. I'd beat his ass.
I might come sooner than later. I don't know.
About to be 38 years old. You are about to be 38. Hunter's about to be 12 in March. I wish he does have this little girl texting my phone, but I'm telling you.
He's a player.
Jason does?
What is it?
You're not 21. Just because 12
I'm
flipped
just
around.
conversation.
Did you hear him? He told me to flip 12
Right,
around.
that's
That's
what he
21. I'm not
He's all
doing
right.
that. Do you want me to punch you in your eye?
21.
This isn't back in the day like when me and your daddy was young type stuff, okay?
Yeah.
Man.
Okay.
If it was, you'd be all right.
Has Sophia texted?
No, your girlfriend hasn't texted me.
It's funny.
Oh
Jeremy,
my!
how you been feeling, brother?
How have I been feeling?
9 and 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing good, man.
Recovery.
Awesome.
Yeah, all my scans have come back negative, so that's good.
Huge.
And I'm pretty much healed up. I mean,
Hell yeah.
like I don't have any taste on the right side of my mouth because of the surgery, but I mean, it could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people. There are people that were in my situation that, you know, they can't talk or eat it for the rest of their lives. So
That's
the
how my
fact that
dad
I
was.
can talk and I can eat, I'm good to go.
Who was the other side?
Yeah, that's how my dad was when you know they took half of his larynx out or whatever, and you know that's where the tumor was, and I mean he fought forever, but you know it finally took over, and but I'd call him. I was up in Michigan, he's down in Texas, and it was hard, but
Yeah, luckily they caught it early. So
it turned out good for you, brother.
Yeah, luckily it was early. The only thing is because it was eating Jolly Ranchers that made it show up, I can't touch a Jolly Rancher now.
Really?
I'm gonna go
I
get
just
some.
psychologically I can't eat
right
them,
here.
I'm gonna go get some Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in my liquor, so I don't have to worry about you drinking all my liquor, Maggie.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, brother. I really am. I was worried for a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, I was too, man. But especially after the first surgery, and they told me that they still couldn't get it all. I was a little scared, but yeah, the second surgery, they thought they hadn't gotten it all, but they actually did. Once all the tests came back, I was clear. So I'm taking it. Basically, I got to go and get checked out every 2 months. So I'm taking it every 2 months at a time.
Yeah. Like it do, you know.
So how's David Dance doing? Anybody heard? I know he had heart surgery.
I heard he's doing better.
Yeah, he came out really well. I guess.
He did have his surgery and he came out good. Awesome.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. Your oldest just turned 40. What were you, like 12 when you had him?
Well, I was 20 when I had her.
Loretta?
Hey, Larry Parker's
12 when you had Larry.
My oldest will be 35 in February 13th.
My oldest is 20. That makes me young, right?
My oldest just turned 35 April 9th.
Yeah, my oldest is 20. See, I'm
20.
young.
My youngest
old people. All you old people in here, man.
I'm afraid I'm not gonna get to y'all's age.
Me and Justin, we got a lot of catching up to do, man.
I know, man. Y'all spring chickens.
I'll be doing damn good if I make her that long. It's been a pleasure meeting y'all. Jeremy, Mama B, of course. Lisa, I think I've talked to you a few times here and there a little bit, but pleasure meeting y'all. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, it's good having you on,
absolutely, man. Good to meet you. Looking forward to your episode, man.
It's going to be fun.
I look forward to the follow-up show, too. So
Amen.
So we can talk more about it.
You see how bad I got beat, right?
Right. Yeah, we'll see about that.
I'm trying very hard to get redemption.
I'm looking forward to your episode and Bruiser's episode. They're going to be good.
Bruiser's is going to wait until you see Bruisers. That's all I can say.
Yeah. You know,
yeah.
I'm excited to see both of y'all.
Oh man. Some of those poor guys.
Looking forward to meeting you in person. So you got to make it to Maggie Valley.
I can't wait.
Definitely, yeah. Maggie and Farm to Bottle, the two to be there.
Yeah, one of them.
I want to try to make it to at least one of them. So
we'll have to keep in touch with each other and find out which one you're going.
Yeah.
If you're going to Maggie Valley, you might want to. I mean, the best thing to do is get an Airbnb.
Probably better get it about now too. Otherwise, you ain't gonna get it
now.
Yeah, they fill up quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. I had a really nice cabin last year. I'm gonna try and get the same cabin back.
Yeah, it's a good sized cabin.
I mean,
just call North Georgia and say, "Hey, I'm sleeping in your trailer."
Yeah. Right there in the festival grounds.
Yeah.
Close me up.
I'm gonna sleep in the tent.
Yeah. I've spent the night in my truck before.
Yeah, if
just give
my
me
lady didn't go, I'd sleep in the damn truck.
Cleveland's good upgrade.
She ain't gonna do it. She probably would though if I asked her to.
Yeah, they have some really nice cabins up there and stuff, and
Oh yeah, they
And
do.
Oh,
they're
yeah, they got a nice-
pricey, but they're worth it.
They're only pricey that weekend. The rest of the year, they're,
Yeah,
they're
Yeah.
excellent bargains, man. But that weekend,
They got to be
double.
cheaper than Gatlinburg is. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gatlinburg's pretty steep.
Oh, I know. Trust me.
Reload. Are you good on everything?
I'm good.
I think
All right, guys, Mama B's gonna get out of here.
What's going on,
Good
Larry?
night. Nice meeting you.
Night.
Mama B.
Y'all, I hope y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all later.
Night,
Night,
Mama
see ya.
B. Miss your
So
face.
Jason, we said hi.
Oh yeah, he's into this. All right, guys.
Not ass.
All right, bye.
Night.
So, yeah, hell, I would have been better off buying a fifth wheel or a camper 5 years ago. For what I spent in motels and Airbnbs.
So have you looked into what it costs to rent one down there?
What, a camper?
Yeah.
Um,
That's a big thing around here.
yeah, I know like in Upper Fire in the Bottle you can rent them. I don't know about down there.
I don't know either.
I never
We
thought
just-
about that.
Might be an idea.
Big U-Haul box
Well, it'd be
truck.
kind of hard for me though.
Yeah,
If,
Being an amputee.
Well, the problem
if
in
5
Maggie
people got a
Valley,
big old toy hauler or something, where there's like 10 beds in that sucker, you could do it pretty cheap.
Yeah.
yeah, the problem in Maggie Valley is there's nowhere really to park one.
Oh no,
unless
no,
you're
there's
unless
everywhere.
you're, if you have like a tent and you're setting up there.
No, they got all kinds of
there's all kinds of
camper
campgrounds
sites.
there. Yeah.
I was gonna say I thought they had a big old party in the campground after.
Yeah, we
Well,
first
that's
time I went down
farm
there.
to bottle. Farm to bottle,
okay.
Yeah, they've got them in Maggie. They've got campgrounds there. I know Josh and I stayed in one year before last. He's got a motor home. He's on his way to Colorado in it as we speak right now. So hopefully,
Yeah, they're just
safe.
the
happily-
campgrounds at Maggie Valley are too far away.
They're not
'cause,
far.
like-
it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I
'Cause
know Wayne at Ozark. They take theirs down there, and it was right there on the main drag. Just I guess. East of town. That's where both of them were, kind of east of
I
town.
Park it on the golf course.
I drink enough that I got to be within walking distance.
Yeah. I like
Park it on the golf course.
Last year I stayed right there at the cabin, so right
Yeah,
at the bar.
I got to be in walking distance.
The lodge.
Yeah, you were at the tavern, Santa.
I'm about to
The
stick my
tavern
thumb
lodge.
out and do the beggar thing. Y'all got a place to stay.
Hey, that's what I did
give
at Farm
you
to
a
Bottle.
jar
I
of
just pitched my
shine.
tent up there and
That's
See, when we go,
that's an idea. I mean, hook up with somebody who wants to get a bigger cabin, split the bill.
Split it up.
Actually, April and Jim Parker found a cabin up there that sleeps 10 folks. That's actually less than a mile from Village Tavern. I mean,
Really?
from the Valley Tavern.
Well, is that really?
Yeah.
Huh.
when we go to
So yeah,
we
because
just
they were looking for folks for Winter Jam, but I think I might save my money
Yeah.
to go to the Smoky Bear Hemp Festival, because that one last year was awesome.
right.
Yeah, I'd like to get. To
I just seen
one.
that today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to.
Yeah,
get
last
one.
year it was great last year. The only problem last year was the venue was too far away from where you could stay.
Oh.
But this year Jeffrey's got it moved up to the music camp. You can camp right there on site. So
we
yeah,
had
it's going to be
Jeffrey on-
badass
that.
this year.
I like that for sure.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had Jeffrey on here. 3 weeks ago?
It
Yeah.
was about 3 weeks. Yeah.
when we go to those festivals, like the music festival that's close to us, we just rent one of those big U-Hauls, the box trucks.
Yeah.
Oh, that get hot in
Yeah.
Maggie Valley though.
You
Park
know,
any parking lot.
you
Yeah.
can,
Yeah.
they have
Fucking Walmart. Fuck it.
and you just throw your air mattress right in there and have your whole little living room almost in there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about buying one of those tents you put in the bed of your truck.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I had one of them when I was a teenager. That was not a good idea.
Yeah.
As a teenager, I can understand it.
Maybe that's why
Kinda
you
hard
have
to
a
rumble with
40-year-old
daddy.
already.
I'm
Yeah.
18 years old.
It's kind of
Right?
hard to
Yeah,
rumble
You
with
got-
daddy
yeah,
when you're
yeah.
10.
You got your own hotel room.
It's a good thing I didn't
Tell-
know how to make this when I was 18.
Right.
Until her daddy shows up and you can't get the hell out of it, then you're really fucked.
At that point, who cares?
I'll take an ass whooping. Oh,
Oh shit. Nope,
That
I
was
got to
fun.
make it down to a couple of those. That's for sure.
I don't.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
looking forward
fun,
to
man.
I'm looking forward to meeting you, have a few drinks with you and stuff.
Absolutely.
Dude, the pre-party at the tavern.
That's
Yeah.
what I've heard.
Yeah.
That's
It's a good
party.
time.
That's what
That
it's
is
all
a
about
party.
right there.
That starts the drinking, and it doesn't stop until
Not
Sunday.
until you leave Sunday.
Then you find yourself at 2 a.m. standing in a hotel parking lot with a bunch of people
There you
passing
go,
jars around.
That's
Yeah.
the problem. Stop's not in my vocabulary.
Yeah, that's the problem I have too. Then you look around, it's like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and it's me and Wes and a few
Bill
other
Billy.
hardcore, and everybody else is long gone, and we're sitting there. And the next morning, they're like, "Where you at, man? Where you at?"
We're having
I'm
breakfast.
sleeping. Yeah, I'm still sleeping this hangover off, man. I'll be there around lunch. But yeah, it was. Those hangovers are hurting these days, man. I tell you,
Yeah.
I've got to slow down.
we did one podcast. Here's a good story. We're doing a podcast with Sweet
James Sweet.
James Sweet. He's got his page is down south Moonshine down
Moonshiners
south.
down south. I
Yeah.
ain't seen him in a while.
I know.
Well,
I have.
Worried about the
I
boy.
got off after like 4 hours. I wake up the next morning, they're still fucking on the podcast. 12 hours later. Well, get out here and drink with us. Man, I just sobered up. I started drinking. I was day drinking, drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
That's
Like, I'm going to bed.
I can't
That's about
imagine
like-
4 hours. We're 2.5 in. I don't know if I could do another hour.
Oh hell,
That's about-
it wasn't just a few weeks ago. I did an 11-hour one.
Hey, what was that night, Santa? Me and you ended up. It was like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and we had that one guy that was
Ooh.
watching, but he wouldn't come on.
One guy.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Yeah,
one guy.
Really.
Yeah. I always
I
get
wasn't
one.
feeling good or something.
Yeah.
I know I went to bed. I'm like, man, I gotta go. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
like it.
I'm in
I'm
trouble
hanging a
with
lot
that
longer
beach
now,
now.
you
That's
see.
all I can say.
Jeremy, you
Yeah,
see that? I'm up a lot longer.
Do what?
I said, you can see I'm up a lot longer.
Oh yeah,
I'm
man.
a bad influence, man.
Yeah.
I don't,
Bedtime.
I'm so used to taking my meds at a certain time. And once I take them fucking meds, I'm done. I mean, it puts me to sleep. So I figured if I take some of my phantom pain meds first, I'm good. You know, I ain't gotta take everything. I can stay awake.
Yeah. Man, I don't know what's going on with me as I get older. It's like, I can't sleep, and then when I do, it's like I sleep for about 5 or 6 hours, and then I mean it's just weird. It's like if I could have like a 32-hour day, I think I could synchronize. But with the 24-hour day, it just like I keep going to bed later in the morning, and then finally it's like noon. I go to bed, and then I pull an all-nighter. Next thing you know, it's my hours have totally changed, and it's like I
I've
think I'd
known
be
you.
better with
I've known you for what, over a year now?
let's say
Maybe
couple,
2?
yeah, couple.
At least 2. You've been
Yeah.
that way since I've known you, Santa.
Yeah, I know.
I can
Ain't
wake up
getting
at
no
3 in the
better.
morning. I can wake up at 3 in the morning. He's on he's like the green lights on. Like, hey, what are you doing?
That's
Go back to sleep. That's bullshit.
that's frayed not, man. You see him posting stuff at like 6 a.m., 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's on the
Yeah.
pipe.
But the
he's on the
stuff
plate.
at 2 a.m. is real.
Yeah, if you see me up past 4 a.m., yeah, I've been up all night, man.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a
I
wild
don't get out
show.
of bed till 7, earliest.
I go to bed about 8 o'clock every night. I'm up by 3:30, 3.
Yeah.
I just
I
wake
get
up
that
and
call
I'm
about 3 or 4 in the morning. Roger, call. You still up? No, man.
Well,
Yep.
I mean, there's fucking lights on. I mean, I don't know if he's sleeping, or if he left
Well,
the
my
phone
light
on, or
stays
passed
on
out with
because
it.
I always have a lot of windows open on this computer. So there's a lot of times, it looks like I'm on Facebook, and I'm actually watching YouTube videos or, in there watching TV or doing something different, but I'll always have these little tabs open. And as long as there's a tab open, the green light's on. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
What's up, Cody?
when he did that 14-hour podcast with James Sweet, I'm sitting there talking to him. He nodded out right on his computer.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking face right down.
Yeah,
Like, hey,
I was.
you breathing?
What?
Are you awake?
He had the big one.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's
oh, hey.
almost like I can't remember that one podcast, Roger, you and Mark Morgan did. Man, by the end of that one, you guys almost couldn't even understand what you were saying.
I know.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was
I've learned to slow down a little bit.
Yeah. What's going on, Cody?
That's because everybody starts saying shots.
Yeah.
Cody, what's up, man?
That was one of the first ones.
The damn shots.
That was like the
Oh,
first or
shots?
second episode.
You say shots?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that was early on.
Yeah, that was like a first or second episode.
Yeah, it was. It was early.
I do good while I'm sitting here, but we'll get off here and I'll head out to go have a cigarette. And by the time I've had my cigarette and I'm walking back through the house, I'm like zigzagging through the
Yeah,
house.
it hits you. It kind of hits you when you stand up.
I'm going to be zigzagging to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, hell, we don't want that.
Uh,
They
It's
know
all
you're a
good.
moonshiner. You
It's
can
all
get
good.
drunk.
We're good.
so
We're good.
so you
for
got a
it.
big watch party planned with some family and friends
Yeah, we got a little something
people in
something
the
put
community?
together. I think I got about a 12 flats of shine put together, do a little
Awesome.
tasting,
Oh, very
Well,
cool.
hell, I'm
Cool,
gonna jump
cool.
in the truck here if I get off this.
Yeah,
Come on
see-
up,
Yeah,
man.
that
Yeah.
way.
Let me see.
No, we're gonna have a good time.
Now you're
No,
smoking.
we got close friends and family coming up, so we're gonna celebrate a little bit, hopefully.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna make a night of it. I took the next day off work, so
Nice.
So
yeah.
how far are you to Des Moines?
About an hour and a half.
Because Allegiant flies to Des Moines.
It sure
That's-
does. It flies to Cedar Rapids quicker.
Yeah. Oh, do they do there too?
Yeah, Cedar
Man.
Rapids about half hour.
How much
Yeah,
a ticket, Santa?
Shit, I love Allegiant, man. They're cheap.
It's
as
cheap.
dirt.
I think I can fly to Vegas right now, or not Vegas,
99
Miami or something for like $45.
Yeah, round trip, $99. So Des Moines and what was the other one?
Cedar Rapids.
Cedar Rapids. Yeah. Lexington to Cedar Rapids.
There it is.
Yeah, they don't fly out that often though. I think. Oh yeah, they do. Here we go. 19th. Yeah, I can fly out the 19th. $500. That ain't cheap.
Holy shit.
Well,
Yeah,
No way.
that's not cheap.
I'd have to give you like 20 gallons.
Shit, that's like that's expensive for Legion. Like $494, $289, $289, $289, $454. Yeah, I guess that's there might be some connections though.
What was I?
Oh wait a minute, that's
Go.
some connections.
whew.
Go. Oh, come on. Go. Now.
This is that strawberry brandy that Randy made. And that's
Cool. Oh yeah, I love it, Joy.
the
That's
dip.
what I got some strawberry brandy too.
Yeah. So he dipped me a jar.
You know, Hydro Man.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me, I hate yawning. Hydro Man, have you seen him on here? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does. He's the dip master general. He knows how to. He does the dipping.
Hydro dip. Did I just hear you yawning?
And Cody, the one that commented down there, he's our go-to man as far as he's the go-to ganja man. So if you need to know anything about marijuana and all the chemicals and everything to do with it,
Yes, sir.
He's the man for that.
May have dabbled in that.
So is it not legal yet in Iowa?
No.
Middle of the
not.
Bible Belt there
Not
in
yet.
Iowa?
Not yet.
So Colorado hadn't rubbed off on y'all yet, huh?
Not yet.
So I think Nebraska, it's legal in Nebraska, right?
Well, I know Illinois is, and that's a short drive. That's like an hour.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So that's not too far.
I know it sure does bring the prices.
No,
Yeah.
Oklahoma. That's where they are. Cody's in Oklahoma. Yeah, not Nebraska. He's in Oklahoma.
Come on, Tuck. You can't get in my lap.
And that's about the cheapest place in the country to buy it right now. Oklahoma. The margins are so tight. They let everybody and their mother grow it down there, and got so much supply and kind of messed things up a little bit. It wasn't regulated properly, but I don't know. Proper, I guess, is depending on how you look at it. Sure, for the people that want to open business, open up shop pretty cheaply, it was pretty advantageous and nice for them.
As far as I'm concerned, if they want all them tax dollars that they want to keep banging on our doors about, then why not? Let them do it.
Hell yeah.
It's not my thing, but it's everybody, it's somebody's thing. So get after it.
Michigan went.
It just put me to sleep.
Michigan went legal because they said Michigan roads suck. They said the reason they went legal is to take care of all the roads.
Yeah. Then so be it.
Suck.
The roads still suck.
They've been legal 3 years. I mean, you cross over from Ohio into Michigan, it's like blah, 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 blah.
That's the same thing from Tennessee to Kentucky, man. On the interstate. Now, I don't know secondary roads, but man, you
secondary roads. Oh my God, the fucking the slips on the secondary roads. They're so bad up here in the mountains. Like, there's one.
Y'all have gravel roads?
No, man.
Yeah.
No, we got blacktop roads up here.
There's more gravel roads here than there are concrete ones.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like here we got all paved roads. Like, but if you're coming through the mountains, that road's on the edge of the mountain,
Oh yeah.
And all the earth wash will slip out from under the blacktop, and the fucking blacktop falls. So you got a great big crater there, and they just stick a cone right there. Watch out.
I think coal trucks might have a little bit to do with that, brother.
Yeah.
There's a lot of big heavy coal trucks. They run way overweight there. That they let them run heavy there.
Yeah, we got the same thing here as grain trucks. So you got big old craters in the road, potholes that bust your frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way Michigan is. I mean, up there you got a lot of dirt roads. The dirt roads are better than paved.
So what's your excuse up there? Salt. All the winter salt. That's what it is. We have to salt the roads so much.
We have water trucks.
Chloride.
Spring water.
Or chloride.
They do all those bottled water stuff.
Oh, really?
Freiburg. So all the main drags coming out, the roads, they get that to them. The Kodak roads.
Oh, like the
washboard. We call it a washboard.
Yeah. And,
the washboard. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the pulling spring water. They go everywhere and sell all that spring water in the little fancy bottles, and it's the same water that the people in Freiburg flush their toilets with.
Michigan, Michigan. One thing about Michigan, when they plow their winter roads, they use a salt and sand combination, and you get really good traction. Or they'll use a liquid chloride. Roads are icy.
Yeah.
That chloride works. I think it's chloride.
Yeah.
It works great.
Calcium chloride.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, it works great, but it eats the crap out of your vehicle.
God, does it? Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I bought my truck,
Right.
I bought my truck 5 years ago. It didn't have a spot of rust on it. Took it up there the first time in the winter. Oh my
Man,
God! Now I got bubbles around my wheel, around my flares.
that's
The doors
that's
are
why I'm in
rotting
the
out.
business I'm in. That gets me money, man.
Go pick my truck up. I get friends and family.
Bring it
Yeah,
up. We'll
that
fix her up
calcium
for you.
carbonate's pretty good
Get the
stabilizer.
friends and family discount.
You know it.
Justin, you do body work?
Yeah, I work for
Good.
I had my own collision repair shop for 15
Oh, cool.
years.
Okay.
And now I'm a sales and marketing manager for another one. So yeah.
Yeah. My grandfather owned a paint and body shop. So
That's awesome.
there's a lot of people that are shocked what I can do in my garage.
Yeah. You can open some eyes. If you got a little bit of talent, man, you can make some people
Oh yeah,
say,
when I tell people that I painted my 78 C10 myself in my garage, they're like, no freaking way.
yeah. I know
I'm
which
like, oh
one you're
yeah, I did.
talking about.
Yep. That's
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you drive your C10 down to Maga Valley?
No, not yet, because unfortunately, the guy that had it before me, he did not take very good care of that truck.
Oh,
And so
Oh.
I'm in the process right now. I mean, I rebuilt it about 10 years ago, but the problem is the front suspension is crap. And so I'm working on rebuilding it. The other problem is, man, is that 355 in there only gets about 6 miles of the gallon.
Fuck, my Hemi gets better than that. I get 13.
Exactly. So yeah, usually driving up the Maggie Valley, I take the Titan up there. But yeah, the C10 usually stays home unless it's Smoky Bear Hemp Festival or Shining in the Holler. I'll take the truck out there for those.
I thought
Hell
you had an
yeah.
LS in that thing.
No, it's just a
LSX.
350.
An
It's a
LSX.
355 Chevy small block.
Nah, go with an LSX.
Yeah. The thing is, man, I hate technology.
Oh,
I like
So,
the older ones too. There's so much
yeah.
to work with.
I like getting in that truck and taking it down the road. I mean, here we go. There
You know,
she is.
Yeah, with
There
the
she
Right
is.
there.
Yeah, with a distributor and
So,
coil. And
yeah,
all
I
that.
mean, I like
like a coil pack on every freaking spark plug and all.
Yeah,
this
I like taking her down the road. You feel you are in control of everything.
Right.
There is no assistance.
Get over here.
Oh, you need
But
some
she'll sit
shot
there.
of nitrous anyway.
She'll sit there and she'll burn tires for days.
Well, you got nitrous on it?
Oh shit.
No, she's just a 355 simple straight small block Chevy engine,
Yeah.
about 400 horsepower. Got a 373 rear end in it and a 700 R4 transmission.
So is it Dana? Is that a Dana rear end?
No, no, it's just a 373 stock 12 bolt.
Oh,
Chevy rear end.
Yeah.
Well, they put Danas on
Oh,
those
yeah.
Dodges, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually.
I think that's what I got on my Dodge.
Those are pretty good.
I'll tell you what, my
That's the only
Dodge,
good thing
it
on a
fucking
Dodge.
gets, my Dodge gets if it goes. I mean, that Hemi,
Yeah.
I'm impressed with it. I was shocked with the power it's got.
Yeah,
That's
you'll
the
be
first
shocked
one
when
I've
you
ever
got to
owned.
do repairs on it too.
Be shocked when he's rebuilding his transmission, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't, after buying another set of tires, yeah, no, I don't do that no more.
Yeah.
It's just a shitty thing when you got to go to a shop and say my tranny needs replaced.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, man, a 700 R4, a 700 R4 is a very sensitive. They're sensitive.
Already?
You got to get that kickdown cable adjusted right or they're junk.
Oh
Exactly.
When
I actually, when I first put that transmission in this truck, I was rebuilding the top engine into the engine and ended up slightly putting that cable off a hair.
Burned all them clutches.
Burnt that literally in 30 seconds, pulled it out in the street and burnt that transmission done.
Huh.
But I will say, when they are working good, it's
solid.
awesome. It's awesome. But yeah, I made the mistake of messing with that cable. Should never have done that.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it. When it's where it needs to be, leave it right there.
Amen, brother.
I'm gonna get a new truck not this year, but next. And when I do, provided I keep my old truck, I'd like to pull that Hemi on, drop it in a 70 Nova or a Chevelle or something. Yeah, put the
Ain't
Hemi
lying.
Huh?
TikTok gone, boys.
Sorry, TikTok isn't available right now.
Oh,
The
boy.
It's
TikTok
gone.
has been enacted in the U.S. Unfortunately, that means you can't use
It'll
TikTok
be back
now.
tomorrow.
No.
We are fortunate that
The
President Trump has
21st it'll be
indicated
back.
that he will work with us on a solution to
How about
reinstate
that?
TikTok.
It'll be back on the 21st.
Yeah, I think what Trump needs to do is tell them to move it on over to Truth Social
Yeah,
and forget about the big red machine.
man. I'm not gonna get my 2-cent check now.
Yeah.
Hell, they didn't even offer me a check. I got all kinds of. I had.
Man, I
Hey,
mean, 2
Santa.
pennies is better than nothing, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Santa, we're on a private group right now, right?
Yeah, this is private.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
But yeah, we're up, but we're still on YouTube, Facebook, and all that. So no.
Shit.
Can't do that. Just if you want to, you can just hit stop cam at the bottom like that, or I can do it for you.
I'm good.
Or I do the wrong one. All right, let me know when you want to come back. We can't
What
do
you
that
doing?
on here. On YouTube and Facebook, they'll
I didn't
kick
see
us. We're on
nothing. I
field
don't
rules.
know what you're talking about.
That was a vape pen, wasn't it? Yeah, that's for
Yeah.
sure. It was
Yeah,
a vape-
man,
it was a vape
that's
machine.
all it
Needed a
was.
kickstart. It just needed a kickstart. It needed a jump.
Man, I was worried about coming on here because I knew you guys all bad influences, and Jesus, here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah,
We gotta blame it on you. You're the new guy.
78 D10. Yeah, that sounds good, Richard. Get her unrough. Body rough. Yeah, that's the best part. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, send her on up here. I'll fix her for you.
Yeah. I've got an old
Man, I'll tell you
I'm working on.
that. Yeah, my brick, the Georgia brick, I call her. Yeah, she's definitely not a trailer queen. I take her out. I mean, the last snowstorm. Oh yeah, that was an opportunity to take her out, sit her out in the street, and just burn tires for days.
So
yeah.
I mean,
what car
And
is
the
it
nice
that
thing
you-
about that.
what car
you're
is
not
it you
burning-
race around a lot in, Jeremy, that you racing everybody in?
no, my C10.
Is the
Yeah,
truck?
I'll
All
put her out there. I mean,
It's like a
you
farm
know,
truck.
yeah, exactly.
If I ever
You know,
bring if I ever bring my Dodge down, we'll have to run them. We'll have to hook up.
there you go.
I mean, I'll run that.
Yeah,
Hemi.
and then my
I'll tell
daily.
you right now, my Hemi's chipped, 20 over. Throttle. I've got a throttle response, so I got a little advantage.
Oh yeah, yeah. You'd probably get me, but but I'll tell you, she'll drown you out in the noise.
Yeah,
I was going to say the
I'm
smoke.
running. All I got on my truck for exhaust is my cats, and that's it. It goes to an X pipe and straight back.
Yeah, that's basically the brick. She's running open headers all the way back.
Oh damn.
Yeah, she's noisy.
Yeah.
Loud and proud, man.
Hell yeah.
Hell, the only thing that sucks about mine is I've got the snow and mud tires, the really aggressive fuckers, and when I jump on that throttle, it throws you back and it's just hard on the truck.
Yeah,
It whips
grips.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just bought brand new tires for it a couple months ago. So
That's the way my Titan is. My Titan, she grips and pulls. But yeah, of course she's also, she's a big truck. She's lifted a little bit.
Yeah.
But then the C10's lowered a little bit, so they kind of go the opposite directions. But
yeah, I got a 3-inch body suspension lift and a 2-inch body. I think there was a 2-inch body lift on when I bought it, and I did a suspension. But it sits up there pretty nice. I got 33s under it.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw a picture of yours one time. Yeah, it's a nice looking truck, man.
Thank you.
So
First Dodge
have
I've ever
you all
owned in my
sat
life.
in a Tesla S yet and
Oh,
accelerated in one of those?
Why would I get into a Tesla?
Well,
what?
I mean,
What am I gonna do? Steal it?
yeah.
well, I mean, just to experience the silent acceleration, it's weird.
I
I'm
painted.
getting
They
a
have-
Hummer before I'll get in a Tesla.
I painted a doctor's office. I painted a doctor's office, and I was out back painting where there's like under the building parking. And the doctor come pulling up. I didn't know he was out there. And I was bitching about something, something about the building. He's like, excuse me? Where'd you come from, Never heard him pull in.
Man, I about backed right into a hybrid that was running on batteries before, man. I mean, it's
Yeah.
all you can hear is the tires hitting the pavement and popping some gravels and stuff.
Huh.
It's just so weird.
There
But yeah,
there used
sitting
to
in
be
that
a,
Tesla, I didn't drive it, but it was really strange hearing the whir and
Guts.
just
Yeah.
silent, just that silent acceleration. I mean, I don't know what their equivalent horsepower is, but it has to be up there, man. Because you talk about putting you back in the seats. It's torque. It's a lot of torque.
Those electric dirt bikes are like that too.
yeah.
Gas has a really nice electric bike though.
My
I like
nephew,
diesel fuel and gasoline. It's all right.
my
I
nephew,
love the two
my
stroke.
nephew's neighbor's got one of them. It's like a unicycle or a what are them fucking things called that the kids get on? Hoverboard.
Oh yeah.
My nephew's neighbor's got one of them ones that'll do 60 mile an hour.
No way.
I wanted to get on it, but I couldn't keep up to the one leg.
That's what happened to Craig Landry.
Yeah.
Craig Landry had one of those kick back on him and he went face first right in the concrete.
I
Yeah,
thought it was
That's
a
what
car
it was.
I
Man.
thought it was a bad car accident.
No, it was one of those little one-wheel little
Yeah.
electric things.
Yeah.
It kicked back, he went straight down. When he showed me his finger caught the ground and it literally took his finger completely back.
Damn.
And
yeah, he
then
was at
his
Maggie
face,
year before
it broke
last.
his jaw, everything.
He
Yeah.
was there after
Well,
it happened. I saw him.
Yeah. It jacked him up pretty good.
Everybody was saying he got into a car accident.
Nah, it was off of one of those little one
Yeah,
wheel
I
little
didn't know-
I
electric.
guess
didn't
I'd say
know-
the same thing. I was in a car accident.
Right. I was
I mean,
envisioning
come on,
like a
I fell off
Segway
a
kind of
fucking
wreck or
little,
something, something like that. Because I don't remember. I remember somebody saying something about electric, but
Yeah.
I was thinking more like a moped or a Segway or something like that.
Yeah,
as opposed to-
yeah, me and him were talking. He told me, he said it was one of those, he said it was the first time he'd ever been on it. And he said the second he started to tilt forward, the thing kicked back on him and
Right.
he went face first right into the concrete.
Oh,
Wow.
my
man.
nephew got in that fucking thing, and he's ripping around. I'm like, motherfucker. My brother's got like 6 acres of flat land behind his house. And then my nephew's got a dirt bike trail out there. He's going through that dirt bike trail and saying like it's a dirt bike. I'm like, that looks like so much fucking fun. If I could only get up on a prosthetic leg.
Well, that's why you need to get you one of them Tesla wheelchairs, man. You can
Yeah, that's what
and
I'm
some
getting.
wheelie bars. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting next.
Oh yeah, Roger. Jim Parker wants a rematch, man.
Oh, he can have it.
No.
He said he's ready to smoke you.
He ain't gonna. Justin, so I've got a mobility chair, and I've raised Jim Parker, Bam Bam, a guy up in Beattyville, and I raced, and I've been undefeated. The only thing I lost to is a 5 horsepower, like 1920s route.
That's cheating.
But,
Yeah.
but
Need
I
to do
mean,
an obstacle course. Set
Now,
your-
I will
Yeah, there
say-
you go.
yeah,
Bam Bam was pretty quick at Summer Jam.
Yeah.
he-
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
he come
close.
close. He come close.
But yeah, Jim Parker
When I
said,
looked down at my, And when I looked down at my my speed dial, I was only on 4. I go to 7 or 8.
It was all that.
Yeah, Jim said he's ready for a rematch, man.
Oh yeah, him and I'll do it again.
Those G forces made it feel like you were going 20, though.
Yeah, oh yeah. So like I was back on my crotch rocket.
There you go.
Amen, brother.
I'll get back up on a 2-wheel. I tried starting a dirt bike once. Didn't fare too well because I lost my right leg. I couldn't kickstart it.
Well, you could one of them old Can-Ams.
I will send you a video.
Those old Can-Ams used to have the kickstart on the left side.
Left-hand side. So do Yamahas.
Husqvarna.
Yeah.
Husqvarnas, yeah.
Yep. I had one.
I'll stick with 4 wheels.
My old
Yeah.
Yamaha.
I'm not coordinated enough
Mine
for
were on the
2.
right side. I got two DTs, a DT 125 and a DT 400
Come on.
Yamaha from the early
Husqvarnas were
mid-70s.
nasty sons of guns.
Yeah.
Santa.
Look, I see it, poor dog. Look at that thing.
There's that
Look what
dog.
she done to her. Or look what she done to him.
I know.
You
I
guys
was wondering.
walking around with green and red ears and paws.
Now we know why your fingernails are painted all the time.
My fingernails ain't getting painted.
She does your piggies too.
Just my toe.
Yeah, just the toes. Where you can
Just
hide
a
that in your
pinky
boots.
toe.
He hides
Yeah,
it in
Just
your
that
boots.
pinky toe.
Yep. This is my rescue actually.
Yeah, that's what hurt his hip.
TikTok is gone. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
No, this is the one I rescued down the road. They had him tied to a tree.
Yeah.
He had 40 pounds of hair. They had matted hair. They had to shave off him.
Oh,
Dog
wow.
was so miserable when I got him. When he come out of the groomer, he's jumping around all happy.
He's a full standard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got
How big are they?
he stands about 2.5 foot tall on all 4s. Like right now,
Yeah.
he's standing up on his back feet, and
He's
about
good
4
size.
foot up. My other one's a golden doodle, a paper golden doodle. What's up, Winston?
Poodles make good hunting dogs.
Duck, come here.
They're wicked smart.
This is my golden.
I've heard they're smart dogs.
This
Yeah.
is my golden
Very
doodle.
smart. Yeah, they're very smart.
I got 2 Aussies and they're extremely crazy smart.
He's just a pup. He's only 2 years old and he's 100 pounds.
Look at the size of that head.
Yeah.
Hi. Say hi.
Big old puppy.
Yeah.
Mine are all pits and they're all snoring.
I've rescued 3. All of my dogs have been rescued.
Amen
I've
to you,
rescued every
brother.
one of them.
Yeah.
I rescued 9 dogs total. Rehomed all but 4.
That's
I've
awesome.
always had big dogs, German Shepherds, Huskies, but my dog I have right now, she came as basically a foster dog,
Yeah.
little bitty Maltese, 9-pound dog, never left my house. She
Big
thinks
girl
she
one.
weighs about 180 pounds, but yeah, she's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Little ball of fur.
Stay. Get down. Sit.
I used to have a poodle, a miniature poodle, and I had
He's
a
my
dog carrier. I'd put her in front of me, and I'd ride my dirt bike because I rode my dirt bike everywhere for years. And that little poodle would be right in the front, and that little kid carrier. He had a fast.
Very cool.
my golden doodle. He's actually my liquor taster. I got a video where I got moonshine in a shot glass. He kept bugging me. I put it in front of his nose. He's sitting there licking away. A couple minutes later, he walks away, comes right back. He loves
Oh,
beer.
yeah.
My red and white expects me. My red nose expects me to share. She likes that banana cream.
Oh, I bet.
I get that smoky shit for her.
Keep her out of your good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's not too pleased with the Jägermeister nights.
Yeah.
I'm not either.
I love
Yeah, I had my Yager phase.
Oh man.
Do you remember
Talk
them
about poor
Zimas?
decisions right
Do you remember
there.
Zimas?
Yeah.
You put the Jolly Ranchers in the Zimas and
Oh wow.
No,
Eighties
Yeah.
flashback.
I was different generation that, but
My
yeah,
favorite one
we
back
did-
in the day was Two Dogs Lemon Brew.
Oh my God.
Anybody ever hear of that?
No, I've not heard of
Okay.
that one.
I'll top
Must have been a
that. Mad
regional
Dog
thing.
2020.
Mad
Mad
Dog.
Dog.
Everybody's
Yeah.
had that.
Boone's
I used to.
Farm,
Oh,
Yeah, we
Thunderbird.
used to. We
Strawberry
used to drink
Hill,
a lot of
baby.
Cisco.
Boone's
Oh,
Farm.
We used to
yeah.
drink a lot of that
Strawberry
Cisco.
something.
Yeah.
Cisco.
Uh,
Remember
Yeah.
that? My
Oh, it
my
was nasty.
my stepdad drove a beer truck. He'd bring his breakers home. I drank Blatz, Olympus, Pabst Blue Ribbon, a bunch of malt liquors. I mean, I practically grew up on
Schlitz.
malt liquor.
Schlitz
Schlitz.
liquor.
God, it was rough, but we got drunk. It was worth it. We got
Colt
drunk.
45 malt.
Yeah,
baby.
Colt 45, Old English.
Yeah.
That Old English 800.
Old English 800. God dang, that turned me down.
Woo! That's
It's like a
old
little
school.
time machine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
that's old school, man.
I
Old
can't.
80s flashback.
I get.
Bring them. I want to bring them the 80s back. I mean, they need to.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
Grow up.
The
Yeah,
80s
were
were
a
a
lot of fun.
blast.
Well, the thing about it is, before we bring the 80s back, we got to get rid of fentanyl.
Get rid
Because
of
you can't do what we did in the 80s if
Nobody's gonna
that's
live that
knocked out of the
long.
equation. You know?
Yeah, you can't have videos of what we did in the 80s.
Right,
Oh.
exactly.
At all.
Amen. Thank God.
I would have went to prison a long time ago. I never stole from anybody. I never robbed anybody. I never hurt nobody. But goddamn, I did some mischievous shit.
Oh yeah, I got into a lot. I wasn't, other than the shine thing, I wasn't a criminal or a bad person, but I sure, partied quite a bit and experimented with a lot of different things,
Yeah.
that you can't do these days. And that's why I
I
want to say to all the people out there and the kids, you can't do that anymore. That was then, this is now.
Sagittarius
You
has
die.
arrived.
all those horrible gateway drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's
I
a
never
gateway
done
to the
one.
cemetery.
I never inhaled. I never
You can't
started.
even get it you don't even know if a Valium's real anymore. Or
Yeah.
it's just a simple little pill. It could be.
You can't even buy a joint on the streets anymore
Well,
without
yeah.
being scared.
I wouldn't.
Well, I mean, you got dispensaries now. Why
Yeah.
would you? But just
Well, I mean,
street drugs.
if you
forget
could.
about it. It's just no.
Now I went to prison for a good. I went to prison for a good reason. There was a dirty cop in my county.
If there ever was. That's the thing.
No,
That's
actually,
an
listen to this.
oxymoron.
This is a true story. I had a dirty cop in my area, my county, and him and I didn't see eye to eye. He pulled me over a bunch of times and harassed me. Well, I just had major back surgery, and I was on Xanax. Never drank on them. Found out my ex-wife had her third affair. I was like, that's it. She walked in the door. I confronted her. She threw a bottle of Xanax at me. I picked him up. I said, fuck you, whore. I grabbed a 6-pack of beer out of my fridge, walk out to my truck. Figure I'm not going to drink and drive. I'll sit in the driveway. So I turned my stereo on. I took 4 Xanax and drank a beer. Last thing I remember. Wake up the next morning, I'm in jail. I'm like, what the fuck am I here for? I don't remember nothing. So I called my wife up. I'm like, what the fuck happened? She goes, well, Roger, you dumb son of a bitch, you punched Trooper Johnson in the mouth. Oh, fuck me.
Shit.
There you go.
Yeah.
There went 4 years of my life.
Yeah.
But I learned from it. It
Man.
changed my whole life around. I mean, I moved right out of that area. That's the first thing I did when I got prison. I didn't go back. I didn't get none of my belongings. I had a garage full of tools and shit. And fuck that. I ain't going back there. He still has a hard on for me for whatever he says. Who's that?
Well, y'all,
You wasn't
I gotta
rich.
work in the morning.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
All
what I
right.
was going to say.
So it's about time
we
for
wrap
me
it
to
up.
All right,
Yeah, it's
brother.
about time to wrap it up. It's 11. We've been going a little over 3 hours, and
I
had
appreciate
a
y'all
good
having me
show.
on. It's been a blast meeting
It's
everybody.
great
Oh, yeah,
having you on.
definitely.
Can't wait to meet
Like I
y'all
said,
in person. We're gonna have a good
Right.
time, man.
Yeah.
yeah, well, for sure. We'll have you
So,
back on after your episode if you
Yeah,
want.
I was
yeah,
say win, lose,
yeah,
or
have me
draw. We
back
got
on.
got to be
I'll
back in
tell you
here.
about how bad I lost.
Yeah,
And
We won't. I promise we won't tease you.
yeah. We can talk about these distillery plans.
you tease me a little bit, tell me about how big of an ass I made of myself.
Hey,
Yeah.
Can I ask you one question?
No, if he says that,
How
just
good did
say
that
no.
brisket taste?
Don't just
Freaking
say no.
excellent. State Fair podium. That's all I'll say.
Oh, no
all
shit,
right?
huh?
All right. Well, thanks for coming on,
All right, brother.
and
Thanks
we'll
for having
definitely
me,
look forward to
guys. It's
seeing
been a
you
blast.
Tuesday, and
So
we'll get you on here after the show so we can
the Wednesday after your
discuss
show,
the
like the
Nashville a
following
little
day.
further in detail.
In detail.
Yeah.
And like I
We
said,
want
we
all
can
to
see, which one of us did well, and we'll
Yeah.
go from there, right?
Right.
Sounds good,
right.
brother.
Thank
night.
you, guys. It's
Later,
been a
brother.
pleasure.
Take it easy, brother. We'll see you
All
right.
soon.
Y'all
you.
have a good night.
Take care.
Yep.
See ya.
Bye.
Oh, that's
He's actually a
fun.
pretty cool guy. I mean,
Yeah.
Nice. Very
first
nice.
time. Huh?
Very nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's cool.
I don't know.
It's a good time.
Jeremy's frozen over there.
No,
He did.
he's just high as fuck.
Yeah,
he's got the
frozen.
bruiser grin. Look at that. He's got a
He's
bruiser
frozen.
grin.
Yeah. He's cheesing.
Tough guy.
I think might be his internet. He might logged off.
Screenshot of it because it's a great picture of him.
Yeah.
He looks very happy.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's got a bruiser grin.
Yeah. Cheesing. Well, guys, I guess
we ain't seen you around in a while.
well, let's end the stream and then we can
All right.
do our chitty chat thing.
All right.
Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all Wednesday. Wednesday night.
Good night, Shadow Morgan.
Shadow Morgan? Who's gonna call shots? Really, Shadow? Oh shit.
Oh. All right. Well, everybody say bye.
Later.
Night, everybody.
Bye.
See y'all Wednesday.
Very much.